Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Hi and welcome along to AFTV. This is our North London Derby special. You can see by the amount of people we got in the studio. Big watch along tonight. Let me introduce to you everyone who's here. Starting off with Helen. We've got Chris Hudson.
Matt.
Matt. Right. Sharoy's back in the building. Charlene, Kwame, Jordan, Murray, James, and the one and only Premsy in the building. And we are here, of course, for the North London Derby. We're 30 minutes away, just under half an hour away from the start of this game. In case you don't know, let me remind you of the teams to play in the game tonight. I'll run you through the Arsenal team first. In goal, Aaron Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Gabriel, Cedric, Xhaka, Elneny, Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, and Eddie Nketiah. And on the bench is Leno, Tavares, Swanson, Ben White returns to the bench. He's back in the squad. Nakonga, Patino, Smith Rowe, Pepe, and Alexander Lacazette. The Tottenham team that we're going to face today: Lloris in goal, Emerson Royal, Davison Sanchez, who's in for Romero, who's injured today. Dyer, Davis, Sessegnon, Bentancur, Højbjerg, Kulusevski, Son, and Kane. And on their bench is Galini, Rodon, White, Winks, Craig, Devine, Lucas, Bergwijn, and Scarlett. That is the
Scarlett. And they got a player called Skip.
Yeah, he's not in the squad.
Scarlett Johansson on the bench.
First of all,
was the only one I'm worried about.
yeah. First of all, let's jump to you, Jordan, because you wasn't on the starting 11. You happy with the Arsenal team?
I am. I think it's the best team we could have probably picked, considering injuries and who's out. The formation, I'm happy that we've gone. Things are back four, looks like for me. I'm preferring that. So, yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah? Happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm pleased.
Chris, happy with the team?
Yeah, I'm quite happy. I'm just.
Will someone get him a drink? Was it all
The nerves are kicking in.
Big time. I'm very nervous.
Very nervous.
You've done loads of these North London derbies, mate. It's easy, light work.
Yeah.
Last North London derby that you were as nervous as you are for this
Oh,
one.
easy. When we won the league that day.
2004.
Yeah.
So you haven't been as nervous
No.
for a trip to Spurs
Since that day.
since that day. That is so interesting.
Okay, listen, what we're going to do, our voices are a little bit out of sync at the moment, so we're going to take a little pause while we bring a load of alcohol. We are back. Loads of snacks being thrown onto the stream, drinks, everything. By the way, there's a super chat here from Oliver Webb. He says, huge night for Rob Holdino. Elneny, the Egyptian king, and Eddie, they can show that our squad is about quality, not quantity. Come on, you Gunners. We was having a little discussion earlier about Elneny. He's been important for us, hasn't
most definitely. Most definitely, as I think he is going to be vital to the game, especially breaking the play down. Because the one thing about Elneny of late, I've just seen he's been throwing his body everywhere, and that's I think something that he has added. And like I said, he is going to be vital. Same with Xhaka, the whole midfield. Everyone's going to have to play their part today. It's a massive game, like Chris said. It's been sweaty palms. Big game. It just shows you we need to step up.
Who's not nervous here? Sure, you look calm, man.
I mean, to be honest, mate, I'm eyeing up those Budweisers. Just very quickly on Elneny, though, yeah. Don't forget, a couple of years ago, the whole fan base was calling him Mohamed El Sideways, yeah? And he's now also found a forward pass. I know he puts his body on the line, but he's improved in that respect as well, so I want to give him credit for that.
Yeah.
No, massively, because when we lost Thomas Partey, people weren't talking about losing a midfield destroyer, they were talking about losing a progressor in the team.
Yeah.
And now Nenny's been doing that, and there's so many times where he would normally go back to defence or give it to Xhaka, and he's been keeping the ball, turning, rotating the player pressing him, and finding Odegaard every time he wants to find that pass. So what I love about Nenny, he doesn't seem like one who treats this game any differently to any other. And I think sometimes you want those kind of players in a derby. Just goes out, everyone there'll be hype and everything all around him, and he'll be one of the few who's like, what? Spurs, all right. Like, because that's kind of the way he plays the game. It's the same every time, and hopefully we get that on Nenny tonight.
Laurie, no Romero. No Romero.
No Romero, that's good.
For Tottenham today.
But I was just going to pick up on your previous point about nerves. So what I would say about that is that, yes, there's going to be a little bit of nerves, but I think as a fan base we should embrace this game. Because what I would say is win, lose or draw, we're going to find out how good we are tonight.
Yeah.
We're going to find out. No, there's no cap, no hiding. Tonight we will know how good.
If we're good, we're in the Champions League.
I think we can get at least a draw tonight. Confident.
If we're good, Helen, it's Champions League football.
100%. And the team want it. The manager wants it. The fans want it. The club need it. That's what has been set out since Wenger, our great manager, left. The plan was to get back into the Champions League. So it's all or nothing, isn't it, really, tonight? But if it doesn't happen tonight, we've got another 2 games to do it.
The
But I want it tonight.
Let's do it tonight. Let's do it tonight. It'd be so much better if we do it tonight.
100%. The fact that we're down at Spurs' ground as well. And the players know how big tonight is. But on the other hand, I don't want that to impact their mentality. They need to just go out there and just stay focused.
But it could impact their mentality positively, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Positively, but not put that pressure on where it's like, shit, I'm scared to make a mistake or whatever. And not like, you know, do any silly mistakes that's gonna.
I think this is a key. I think this is a key game. I know James mentioned him briefly. Odegaard. This is a big game for him in terms of our playmaker role, and in terms of playing in between those lines. You know, linking up with Martinelli or whosoever, Saka. We need to make sure that he gets on the ball. He gets those little touches because you know the previous 3 games or so. Some of the things he's been doing, like, has been breathtaking. So I'm hoping that he brings that form into this game especially. These are the big games that, as a playmaker, you want to show your stuff, you know?
And he's the captain as well.
Yeah. Chris, how do we stop Harry Kane? How do we stop Son?
Kick him.
Old school way. Old school way.
No, be serious.
First challenge.
100% right.
Get on you don't give them loads of space, but you want them all the time.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yes.
All the time.
And the last 2 derbies, Gabriel has relished that battle. He's come on to him, he's won his headers, he's got in front of him, he's made it an absolute nightmare for him. So, yeah, I know we laughed at the kicking thing, but I get your point. It's about getting tight to him, don't let him turn, and make it awkward for him. Make Kane already start thinking, oh, I'm not having it here, so maybe I pull wide, and make him run everywhere but the penalty area.
And I think we got to play the dark arts, Rob. You know what I mean? If he goes up and goes, because he is prone to do that, go down and get him sent off.
I'll
never send them off.
Joseph says, Robbie, how does everyone feel Cedric will cope with Son? And Sessegnon on his flank. I'm hoping for the best but prepared for the worst. A lot of people seem to be really fearing that. And Lenny wrote, says, from a West Ham fan, come on Arsenal. Son, you expressed a lot of fear about that as well. You were saying you put Tomiyasu over onto the, keep him on the right-hand side to deal with it.
Do you know another
and
thing
put
as
Cedric
well?
on the left.
See that Asian battle as well?
Yep.
Like, people might not see what that is, but low-key, they've got a little battle between themselves anyway.
Japan, South Korea.
Yeah, like, obviously you've got to understand they're both from the Asian continent as well. They're both in the Premier League representing their countries. Like, little stuff like that comes into play and get the best out of players. And realistically, Tomiyasu's our best right back. Cedric is a liability at times. And realistically, like I said, we can't take Son lightly. This is a man who's probably one of the best in his position. So for me, it's a bit of a mistake. I think I would have switched him.
What about you? What would you do in that case?
Well, I want to go back to the kicking point because I know we're saying, I know we're kind of saying
kick him.
Yeah, but we've also got to remember we've got 2 more games. So a red card today can impact us down the line. We don't need any more suspension, so we don't have to win. I know that you want to win, we all want to win, but I think we've got to box smart.
We're talking
This is not like a final where it's now or never.
It's the first challenge.
I think we've got to play smart. I think we've got to manage the game. No early goals. No goals on 43, 44, 44 minutes, 45 minutes. We've got to manage the game. Really key parts of the game. We go goal down, cool. Manage it. Don't go 2-3 down and game done. Manage the game. I think if you manage the game, we get out of here with at least a point. At least a point.
And you take a point now?
Give me a 0-0 right now. No, that's boring, but I'll take a 0-0 right now. I would.
Who else goes for that one? You go for that.
I actually predicted a draw. I
want to see some
goals.
I
want to see goals.
I want to see goals.
How important this game is realistically.
I'm with you.
All of that. Excuse my French. But you know what I mean? We need to be going in there and putting them to bed. This is so vital, this game.
No, but a draw is like a win, really.
Yeah, I don't want that. If I'm losing, then I'm asked about the
the thing is,
I get Laurie's point though, because we do this thing where the emotion of it all, I get it, but
why are we going Spurs and not Liverpool? Spurs
this is what I mean. If we want to be playing, if we want to be playing in the Champions League,
why are we scared of Spurs?
Exactly. If we want to play in the Champions League, we need to make sure that
I know it is about being smart, but what I'm trying to say is I don't want to see the intention of just going there and wanting a draw.
No, that's what I'm saying. The mindset.
Obviously, you think we're going to lose regardless. You get me? That's why you take that draw from me. Nah, big man thing. Get it, man. Ain't on that. Man's an Arsenal man, and the games are like this. You get me right? We need that winning energy. You get me?
Let's go to the wise end.
We need it.
Would you take a draw?
Yes, right there. I'll thought you aimed off.
That's because he's nervous. You get me?
No, but Robbie, what I'm saying is also, like, I get what Prems is saying, but we got to think ahead. We're a big club. Like, we're forgetting how big we are as a club.
Forget Tottenham.
Exactly.
You know what you forget as well?
We got Champions League.
We've also got
Champions League
on a bounce in us as well. We've also got 3 defeats and a bounce on us as well. So we can then lose this game and lose our next couple of games because we've actually got that in us.
That's why
so we can't go there and take this game like, I know, but why when we can win the game? Like,
we want to win the game.
We want to win.
But at least
listen, I think you can sum it up like this. We want to win, but we must.
All right, let me ask you something, yeah? Over the last 4 games, yeah, barring West Ham, like I mentioned earlier on, we got the early goal. Yeah, and that's what settles nice through the rest of the games, and that's what I've said as well. Management, like you said, is going to be key to this. But if we just sit there, I know. But to me, for the fans, you have to win today. For me, this is if I come from money. You get me? If I win, I'm like Robbie said, we're out partying. But that's what it means to us, innit? So put your heart and soul in it and win that game for us. If you do put all your heart and soul in it and you don't win, if we see it, I'm still happy.
I'd remove the emotion and play smart. This is bigger than Tottenham. This is much bigger than Tottenham. This is about Champions League football. You don't have to go and... Do you know what I mean? I want to win the game, but this is bigger than Tottenham.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, bro, look, if we lose this game, like you said, is we won 4 games, but we've also lost 3 on the bounce, innit, to teams that we shouldn't have been getting beat by. So it's very possible we could get beat here and lose again. So that's using your head and being realistic as well. It's not like we're a fantastic team like City and Liverpool.
I'm kind of with Prems in a bit. The prize is that if you win tonight, it's over. The last couple of games you could put the academy out. Right? You know what I mean? You could just relax, put your feet up, Mikel Arteta can start to plan for the champion.
That's not Arsenal's
way.
I want us to go there with like that cup final attitude, like this is a cup final.
No, but hang on. So Robbie, so does that mean then with 89 minutes on the clock, you win possession? Do you run to the corner and see out the draw, or do you try and dispossess and then possibly lose the game?
No, managing the game, that's understandable. What I'm saying is the way you set up the game from the get-go, the way you approach the game.
I think we should play counter-attacking football. I think if we play counter-attacking football, we'll win the game.
We'll play to their strengths.
And they're not that great when you give them the ball.
Let them have the ball, sit back, sit on the break.
Laurie just summed it up so well, and that's what really sort of splits the people. 89th minute, the game opens up, you win possession. What are you doing? Are you playing it smart or are you going to win the game? And I think most I sit there going, just keep it smart at that point. 0-0, 1-1, whatever it is.
If the ascendancy is with you, though, it's also smart to go for that win. Because this is football.
If we've been pulling it apart all game,
this is Tottenham.
absolutely.
But this is what I'm saying, how big of a club we are, man. We're going on like this is, we come across bigger teams than Spurs. Do you understand? So why are we coming out with saying that we want to draw? We can go in, we go in, like I said, we start the game and we want to get a win, we go and get the win. That's how I see it.
It's got to be smart.
Simple.
Stay smart.
Yeah, of course.
Amrinel says, I'm nervous, anxious, I want to vomit, he says. Wow. This is what the North London He says, I love it. He says, come on, you Gunners. I want fire in their eyes.
Yeah, just don't vomit over me.
Just thank God he's not playing, man.
This is it. This is what we came for. This is what the players have been built up for. These moments like this.
One thing is, and listen, I'm a fan of the guy.
Yeah, bro.
But man like Xhaka and that, they've got to play with their head on today. No giving away silly fouls. No. They're going to get free kicks on the box. Silly
then you get paid on the referee.
Game management. That's all it is. Keep the error count down.
That's what
you've got
to do tonight.
Game management is key. I want that attitude. I'm a bit like with Premsley, right? Listen, obviously, I agree with you guys. We've got to be sensible. They're a good side, especially up front. But I want the attitude to be, we ain't coming for a draw, we come to get the 3 points and get the job done tonight.
That's it.
And it's over, finished, done. Right?
It's a big game for Eddie tonight, because he's going to get opportunities. He will get opportunities.
Yeah, and this,
can he put them away?
Exactly. And they will get opportunities. Well, I think with us, we got to stop them from getting opportunities, because we give them too many, they will take them.
So let me ask you, Rob, from the kickoff, do you stick it on them early and go, 100%. Or do you play deep, try and shut the crowd up, and then we go?
I think it's kind of a stick.
They're going to be loud. They're going to be up for it.
Yeah, don't shut the crowd up.
Yeah, I think we need to get off to a good start. Yeah, it's good fast start. Get at them.
That could be a basketball game, just so you know. That could be an open game.
Yeah, no, you got to always remember
that's
that
always
game.
The derbies, man.
With respect, I think that's slightly naive, man.
Remember that game?
How's that naive?
1-0.
I was wanting to win the game.
You say you're going to go at them for
Look how many times
best team in the league.
100%. I get that.
1 second, Boubacar says, I say we go all out for this one, he says. Play like how we did against Chelsea.
We ain't got nothing to lose. We ain't got nothing to lose, bro. They're the ones that got more pressure. Let's stick it on them from the start. Let's get the game done.
Yeah, I think stick it on them from the start. We don't want them getting ahead of steam.
Well, can you not remember the last time we went anywhere and played for a draw and didn't press from the front?
We don't draw as a team.
Can you name a fixture?
No, it's not called playing for the draw. It's called game management. Eliminating mistakes.
Because we don't draw. They are the best counter-attacking team in the league. If we stick it on them, we're going to get free.
I'm talking about what we think we might do.
We don't draw many
we went
games.
to Chelsea, we pressed immediately.
One at a time, guys, one at a time. Sorry. Right, that is true what you said there. We don't draw many games, do we?
That's what I said,
yeah. 3 games all season we've drawn.
So that tells you, doesn't it?
We either win or we lose. More time.
It's literally
I'd rather
like
win
that.
than lose, you get me, so go for it.
Win we're going for tonight.
Win.
We need the win tonight. Get it done.
But you don't have to win.
We don't have to win.
It's the North London derby, though.
North London derby.
We're forgetting about this monumental game. Like we need to go and win that.
It goes back to the old saying: play the game, not the occasion.
I'm telling you now, Arteta has told them we're going out there and winning.
Yeah.
If you listen to his press conference, it's all about that's our night.
Yeah, that's fine.
Tomorrow's our night.
But
And he would say that. But he would say that. He's not going to come out and say, we're going to go out there and try and think.
When we lose, we're going to
you know what it is? This game will help with mentality for the players. If they get over the line and win it here, going into next season, it'll help with the mentality. So it's important to win this game, not just sit on there and go, let me tell you something, when you doubt, it's like when you have a fight and you doubt yourself before the fight, you've already lost the fight. We don't doubt yourself. We've had 4 good results. Go in there and put these men to bed, give them a slap.
No, Premsley, let me make it clear. Me and Jordan are not saying that we should doubt ourselves. Not even saying to play for the draw.
You said 1-0, fam. What are you talking about?
I'm just being honest. I think that we could be in trouble.
That's big doubt.
But we'll get top 4 though.
No, but what I'm saying is, right, the way you approach the game is that you keep things under your control.
Right.
You don't be reckless and
But
say, we're going to go all guns blazing and leave gaps at the back that you're going to regret.
Harry says, why does this feel like the Europa League final all over again? And Straw Hater says,
don't say that.
Oh, no, I'm not going with that. Right, listen, let's get some predictions going round. Let's go on the back, Laurie.
I'm going 1-1.
1-1.
1-1.
I'm going 2-1. I said 2-2 before. 2-1. Arsenal.
Charlene?
2-1 for me, mate.
Troy?
3-2 to the Arsenal, man.
I'm saying 2-1. Arteta, 2 goals.
Jeez.
2-1.
I did say.
1-0.
3-2 Arsenal.
1-0.
1-0 Arsenal.
And what about you,
1-0
Robbie?
as well. I'm backing on the 1-0 as well.
Yeah?
I think it's going to be a
I think
tight.
Spurs will score.
Yeah. I think they're going to surprise us. They surprised us for the Chelsea game. No one saw the Chelsea game coming at Stamford Bridge. So I'm happy that they're doing the same.
I like
you, but you know why that's so, but you
I'll take you back here, right? To when we played them earlier on in the season, we lost 3 games. Then I think we beat Norwich.
We beat Norwich and Burnley 1-0.
What lifted us off in the season was when we beat them at home, right? And nobody. I was chatting with that interview you saw me do on Sky earlier. I was chatting to that Tottenham fan, and he was saying, "Oh yeah, but that's different. It was Nuno." But I said at that time, if I remember rightly, Nuno won manager in a month or something.
Yeah.
Right. Nobody gave us a chance in that game.
That's what I'm saying.
And we put through, because on that day, Arsenal was on the front foot and we were brave.
Yep.
We played out from the back. Remember, we played out from the back.
Yeah, but that's slightly different, Rory. The pressure of this game is completely different.
These
They've
lot can
got more
handle
pressure
it.
than us.
They can handle this,
Trust
man.
me, if we concede early, even if we play out and try to get that goal, it still gives us enough time to get back in the game.
Yeah.
If we start to hold block and play out with the last 15 minutes and concede, we ain't got no time to
Yeah.
get back into it. So you've got to look at it from all aspects.
We've had it worse.
They've got a lot more riding on it than what we have. Let's go out. Let's not doubt ourselves. I feel like we're a better team than Tottenham anyway. Let's just go and have it with them.
100%.
Daniel says, where's Turkish? He's at the game. Turkish is at the game, Cecil's at the game, Lee Judges, Ty, they're all at the game, right? And they're going to be doing their interviews after the game as well, so look out for that. We can see, we're looking on the TV at the moment, the stadium looks absolutely packed. Getting ready for this one. This is the
Full
big one.
house.
We're only just over 5 minutes away. It is Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal, the North London derby. Deshaun says he's going 2-1 to Arsenal.
Yes,
Wayne is going 2-1 to Arsenal.
Yeah.
5-2 says discipline.
2-1. See?
Wow.
9-1. 2-1, though.
Was that scoreline?
We had that scoreline
Put your money on it.
before. 2-2 says Model 519. 4-0 to Arsenal says Snowy. This game is absolutely massive. It is as big as it comes. There is so much on this. This is not your regular North London derby. Remember, this game was supposed to have been played in January.
Yep.
Sky must be happy today. They moved it. They moved it to here, and you know they must be happy.
Football neutrals.
They wanted this kind of position at this point.
100%.
Gary says, with a super chat, he says it's the North London derby. Only a win will do. No pressure. FCL says 2-2. But I said for weeks, and I hope it doesn't matter. But he's saying 2-2. And Don Pika says Robbie's brother is an honest man. A draw is a good result for the Gunners.
A good man.
Who did you pay to say that? Who did you pay to say that?
I want to make it clear, I do want to win, but I'm saying that I think it will be a draw, and I think, listen, the pressure is more on them. They're at home. Yeah. They need to win. We don't have to win the game. That gives us an advantage.
Yep.
We can modify our approach, as you know what I mean? So, yeah, let's not make any silly mistakes trying to like say, oh, well, let's go for it, and then all of a sudden we made a mistake, let them in and concede a silly goal. Let's as Jordan, my boy Jordan says, manage the game.
And again, in case you don't know, the big news on the Tottenham side, no Romero. Romero, who's been like, you know, the guy that they all identify as their best centre-back, he's out of the game, not even in the squad. So no Romero.
Does anyone know what happened to him?
I don't know what's happened to him. No Romero. Davinson Sanchez. Danny Campbell says, love to AFTV fam. I'm so nervous. Going for 3-1 to Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.
We win this. We've got Chelsea in trouble as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a big game for Eddie
I'd
tonight.
rather go for
Big
third
game.
and qualify automatically.
100%.
Certainly.
So,
You want to win on
Right,
merit.
let's
Come on, boys.
Come on, lads!
We're in the tunnel now. getting ready to come out there. All the
Love
guards.
Aaron, look at that face.
Captain team tonight. This is, remember, this is the first game, North London derby being played at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium with fans. A serious face on Harry Kane as well. James says Arsenal 2-0. Believe it and we will win it. PSV 96 says Spurs fans been blowing up their Nando's chicken badge chest. So 3-0. He says, where's that energy? 3-1 to Arsenal, come on, you guns. They got a little display going on there saying, dare to, dare dream, do.
That's all we ever do.
What is that?
Dare dream, do.
That's a do-do.
Are you there?
They're showing Son coming out
Do
there.
you dare? Do you dream?
Saka!
Come on. 5-1 says Hooper. Tottenham's day is back today, he says. London is red.
These men are ready.
Come on, Eddie.
We're about to find out Eddie. Showing there the Arsenal players there is Granit Xhaka. His experience is going to be very important. Ozev says we have to have faith in Cedric. Chair for the deal though. Right, and I think he'll be playing out on. I think Cedric is playing as a right back today. So here we go. Calm your nerves. Somebody 111 says, calm your nerves, James B. You've gone quiet, mate. You know what I mean? The nerves are setting. Look at Chris Hudson at the back of stuff. You need a beer, mate. You need a beer.
I need a bucket, not there.
Right, we're getting ready here. Bob Marley says, Laka got us into the top 4. He enabled Saka and Emil Smith-Rowe to score so many as a second goal contributions. Eddie doing his bit. Laka agenda must stop.
What, coming off
And
the bench?
I've got a feeling he might do something.
2-1 to the Gunner, says Daggy. Ahmed is saying going 3-1 to Arsenal.
Come
As
on.
they just they're listening at the formations.
Oh, deep, man.
I might put a 5
Oh,
on.
the guard, come on, let's
I'm going
go.
to put a 5 on Lacazette.
Put a 5 on Lacazette to
I've
score.
got a feeling he might do something.
Come off the bench.
I want to see where
Oh, the guy.
I will say Laka's the, I'm not happy with the 11, but Laka's the kind of player I like in this game, you know. Just a fighter, just
telling you.
horrible
Cedric at
player.
right back by the looks of it. Holding Gabriel Tomiyasu on the left as they show Antonio Conte.
Come on, boys.
Let's go.
Come on, Mikel. Come on, man.
I'll take it.
We're coming for you, bro.
I'll take it.
We got Shiroi, I'll take it.
Mr. Tell.
Right, they're showing Harry Kane there now. The stadium is absolutely packed.
Gabriel.
Come on, Gabriel. Come on, Brazil.
Martinelli as well.
Come on, Brazil.
Come on, boys.
See on your side.
Come on,
Lots of
Brazil.
prayers being said. Son saying,
Xhaka.
Come on, Xhaka. This is you.
Why did Xhaka look slightly worried?
Tony looks focused.
big game,
He
Session
looks worried.
Come on, the boys!
Session Young's a weak link, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
He's a weak link.
Yeah, so is that chicken roll though, bro.
I'm
Tommy,
dying.
I'm
He's dead, but Session Young's
Come on, Tommy.
Invite to the watch along. You mad?
Come on, Tommy.
Come on, Tommy. My boy.
Tommy Yasu.
Favourite player.
Which side is he standing?
Right, here we go. Big game tonight.
Is he on the right?
I love him.
Can Arsenal do it?
left.
We get top 4 tonight at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We're about to find out. We're about to kick off here. Who's the referee? Mike Dean.
Mike Dean will be
Not Kieran Tierney. It would be good if it was Kieran Tierney.
In the VAR room.
Here we
Come
go.
on, team.
Arsenal to kick off.
Let's go!
Come on, Savit.
Let's go.
Long ball forward.
Good stuff.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh, come on.
Turn him. Turn him.
That's
That's
it.
it.
Didn't
No.
touch him,
man.
Is that up or not?
Giving us a foul straight away.
It's a sign of things to come.
Oh, that's it. Press them high,
Eddie
man.
and Ketchup started off pressing.
Oh, women the foul.
Yeah, yeah.
Press them high. Come on, Arteta.
Talk is finished.
I know you got a plan for us.
Talk is cheap.
Yeah, man. I know he's got a plan for us.
Big game for Eddie tonight, man.
Massive game for him.
Big game for him.
Big game for Rob Holding, I think.
It looks beautiful though.
Yeah.
It was a big game for everyone. man.
Everyone. Good touch.
That's it.
Play our football.
Good.
Composure.
That's it.
Good.
Good football.
No, he's
Good
already out of
football.
position. Good. Emerson Royal.
So it is Tommy Asu left back, guys.
Yeah, thought so.
Come on,
Go on, son.
Unlucky.
Beautiful start.
Good.
Immediately got a bit of goal down that
This is what I'm saying.
Gabby.
I mean, can get out these not, man. That's a foul.
No, he didn't
Take
go
him
down.
on.
Brazil,
Dead
Brazil.
feared him, Emerson Royale. Trust me, man. Gabby should be on him this whole game.
Good.
Good bit. Good
Switch
bit.
the play.
Possession first.
Yep. At your feet, please.
Settle on the ball.
Smashed
Come
it at
on.
Cedric.
Yeah.
At your feet, please.
Wide again. That's
Good.
it. And
Tommy.
again.
Give him an option.
Just a bit lofted, but still. Second
Well,
ball.
come on,
Dribble.
Great football, boys. Great football.
Should have tried to get the shot.
He just got the angle. Should have
Taking
let
that
it
extra
go.
touch.
Yeah.
If he started like that at the Emirates, I would
This is what I want. This is it.
Just one touch.
Great ball from Odegaard.
Shoot it.
Nketiah should have been booked for that.
That's what we need. We need
But you know what? He should have shot.
So,
He had a chance to shoot. He didn't take it.
What's going on there?
probably they did a VAR check.
Gabriel on the ball.
Well, I
Lucky not
mean,
to
the
get booked
defender
for
didn't
that.
get there, but
Good.
yeah.
Dark
Good.
Dark hearts. Dark hearts.
Yeah, mate. Go on, give it to him. Give it to him.
Oh, I've got dry mouth. It's
Come on,
not
Arsenal,
even-
let's silence this crowd.
Do you need some water,
Well, it's a
mate?
good thing we've got you on a watch.
It's a watch party, mate. It's not a watch on today, bro.
Trust me. Trust me.
This is a good start, though. It's a good start.
It is. See, we've got no volume, but it's very hostile now.
You can feel it.
You can, yeah, you can feel it.
On his touch. On his touch.
That little bit of pressure's good.
Early signs though, Arsenal
Yeah,
come to
very
play. I mean,
good.
look at where
Yeah,
Xavi's
man.
going to press now.
Look how high we're playing as well.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
When you deploy
Go
this
on
kind
him. On him. On him.
You have to.
On him. They don't want it there. They don't want it there. They don't want it there.
That's it.
Yes.
Exactly what you need to do. Come on.
Bang one. Have a shot.
You see what I mean? I'm saying sometimes we control the game better when we press. It's not gung ho. It's an educated press. That's
When
what
you,
I mean.
As long as it's educated.
It is. I mean, it looks good for now.
when you deploy this kind of press as well, though, you're trusting Rob Holding, Gabriel to win their individual battles.
You know
Because they
what?
will
A
try and
better
go
ball
long.
there
But I
to
think with Tommy
Martinelli.
Asu coming back in, it helps support it. Trust me.
No, a better ball there to
Yeah,
Martinelli.
yes, I agree. But the thing is, because we've got him a left back, he I think is going to be getting forward a little bit more.
I think it's going to be coming
Actually,
a bit
do I
more
mean
into
that?
the midfield as
Do
well.
you know what? I don't think. I
Inverted
think I'm
because he's
talking
right-footed.
shit. I don't really think that's true actually. But
Press.
Just got to win your individual battles in every position.
yeah, and it sounds simple. Obviously,
It's
for
not
us we think
simple,
of the same.
but if each
but-
player's focus,
Yeah.
They look
See,
up
they
for it.
can't. They can't play. They can't play, man.
they're not the greatest.
He's been out of shot, but have we just like put a man on Kane, or is he in a bit of space?
Well, that's again. So, is he trusting Holding to just win his battle with him, or Gabriel to just win his battle with him? Looks like he probably is.
El Nene's there as well.
Man, well done.
Quality.
That's it.
Good press.
That's it.
It's like they're allowing Sanchez to have the ball.
See, that's interesting.
yeah,
now
They're leaving it.
they're encouraging them to go long here.
Yep. See, look, they want him. They're not even pressing them too much.
It's like they don't trust their players.
Now. Good.
Lovely.
Press him into
It's
It's a shame. I don't think he got a
Couldn't
shout
have-
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he wouldn't have taken that long if he knew there was a man.
Got to be very
How?
careful.
Go on, Gabriel. Well done. Well done.
Body. Hey! Foul, please.
Yeah, well done, Gabriel.
Move, man.
Very good defending.
Started early.
Very
He's
good
trying to
defending.
appeal for a
What's he
penalty.
doing?
I'll give him a slap.
What's it? 1 minute.
He's just
The
getting up.
ref's
He
giving
got in
the
the way.
decision the other way.
I like I like that
mature,
from
that's
Gabriel.
mature.
Settle it early.
Squash it. Just
We
get
don't
it
need
over
to
and done with.
because we've made the good start here. So the
holding
last thing
him
you
though.
want is this to become some
What is he actually
You want to
complaining
take
about?
the
fidgety,
out of it,
feisty.
You know what I mean?
Listen, they're going to try. They're at home.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. They're trying to get the ref on side already.
See all the Arsenal fans there in that corner.
You can see there's a,
Yeah.
look at that, lively.
Come on, boys. Big kick, Ram. Big kick. Winners.
Well done, Cedric. That's good. That's
Good.
good.
That's it,
Good.
boys.
Control
Good.
it.
Well done.
Yes. keep the ball.
Give him an option, quick.
Okay, well done, well done.
Didn't he?
They
Well done,
started really well.
El Neni,
Great
yes.
start.
You see that?
Yeah, lovely.
Pivot.
That's been a
Thing
good
is,
first
El
five.
Neni's telling him there, give it to me earlier.
It's been a good first five.
Oh, that wasn't bad. That was a
That
nice
was a bit
idea.
straight,
The
unlucky.
idea was good.
You can see they want that early goal.
How are you feeling now, Chris?
Well, I think they want to settle.
Hasn't changed, mate.
I'll be like
think
this
they
the
want to settle this
93rd
first
minute.
Alright, Spurs in possession.
Keep closing them down.
Yeah, Davis.
And that's what they're going to want to do.
Deal with that, please.
That's
All
got that, that's
day,
got that,
all
that's got
day.
that.
Thank you very much.
Just a little long ball up to Son, isn't it? That's what they're.
That's their best strategy.
That's the thing. They
Defend
can't.
against.
They can't play.
Sorry about that.
Winners, please.
Well,
Good
well,
header.
well,
Win
Cedric.
it, control it.
Good. Good.
Well done,
Well
Well done.
Well done.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Martinelli go. Martinelli go.
Oh, Tommy, no.
Kulusevski, man.
Ran past the ball.
Problem though, innit, with his right.
That's it. Oh.
Get him back though. Follow him, please. One of you go to him.
Look at the.
That's it.
Well done, Xhaka.
We did stand off him a little bit.
Yeah, in the middle of the park there, if they'd have cut it back in.
Kulusevski.
The players are really starting to understand their positions, like just how Xhaka dropped in then for Tommy. Like, it was just a natural thing.
They
innit?
didn't understand
Why
it
are we
there.
not doing that?
No.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Gabriel.
No, Gabriel did the right thing.
Yeah,
You have to get rid of that.
I don't mind
If
that.
you're not sure, it has to go.
You can tap into
Especially
it.
these first 10 minutes.
Yep.
Just
Have to get rid of it.
But why is he not
Right,
goal
this pressure,
side?
Arsenal. Oh, well done.
That's good defending, actually. Just eased him off.
Saka,
Man up, Xhaka. Man up.
Get the
make
foul.
sure you don't lose it.
Just get the foul.
You'll ride that challenge.
No!
No. Trust him. Oh, foul.
That's it.
Well done,
Control
you've
it.
got to
That's it.
go.
Yes,
That's right.
Well done, well done.
Out
Well
to
done,
it.
boys.
Go. You've got Stacey behind him. Take him down the line.
Martinelli
Take him down the line. He
did
cannot
that.
keep up with you. He cannot keep up with you.
I don't think Martinelli's going to get a lot of help.
Put it in the-
He needs a
No.
goal. Do it against me.
Put it in the box.
This is where when you're not playing with a natural left back, you're going to have that
Go
problem.
on, Marley.
You haven't got to beat him. Just put it in the box.
Get a ball in.
There you go.
Ball in from Xhaka, cleared. Gabriel, Cedric. Let's see how your crosses are today.
Cedric's approach will be to get the ball in the box.
Let's see. Okay, good. Go on.
Where's the run?
That's
all wasted.
Saka slip.
Yeah, well done.
It's a bit unlucky there.
It's good, but we need to have
We have to
something.
To me,
remember
that's a
that.
waste.
Saka's not 100% fit, is he?
Yeah.
His decision making's got to be on point today, bro.
I think Saka looked up for a run and saw there wasn't one and thought, I need to hit this.
See?
This is dangerous.
See?
Oh,
This is what I'm saying.
Now,
Force him left, force him
touch
left.
tight, touch tight.
Brilliant from Gabriel.
Yes! Nothing!
Have some faith in the ball.
That is absolutely
Yes!
calm down now.
Play,
Calm
Del
down.
Nini.
That's it.
You beautiful.
Send him. Excellent, Eddie.
He actually, listen, that pass was poor, but he got it wrong before.
This
Lucky
is
that
disgraceful.
You're
Like,
lucky that fell to
how is
Emerson.
he not just put him through Martinelli there?
But credit, Gabriel did there. He said to Son, take me on your
No
left foot.
thanks.
Take me on your left foot. He drove down that side. That's brilliant.
What are they moaning about now?
But Saka a couple of times they're guilty of overplaying, man. Just what we
Saka, I
said.
thought it was more. I thought it was Eddie.
Was it?
Eddie, that.
But no, but there was one in the corner. I think that was
Before,
Saka
yeah.
trying to beat
Yeah.
3 men. Just
But there was
pass it.
nowhere else he could go at that stage.
Well, I think the instruction will be brave.
Yeah.
You know, try keep the ball if you can. Try and play. I know it's risky in tight enough moments, but
That's when we've
Obviously, he
done well.
backed himself, which is
Yeah,
good.
that's
but
out.
that's what.
Oh,
Well
wait.
done.
be careful of overplaying.
But Son got
Straight
it.
on him.
Well done.
Son again,
That's
look.
not even a foul.
Come on.
It's not going to be good.
This guy, man.
Get out.
But it's good.
Son.
Hold
Leave
him.
one on him. Leave one on him.
Hold him.
What you saw, look.
Bro, the BAFTAs
I'm not being funny. You
What
know
is
that.
this?
Look at that.
There we go. I give him a rib shot.
He lets the ball sit there.
That's one of them little
You know
digs.
what I mean, fam? Left one on him.
Position in it, Chris. Kick it. No, that's one on him. We're looking around.
No, that's it. You got to
I mean,
do
it
it.
wasn't
Nah, it wasn't.
He lost his balance and slipped.
Yeah, was
What is he
you
like?
know.
What, 6'3", 180 pounds, and the man just goes
Like,
down.
he just slipped.
No, that's a rib shot. That. Gotta say it. Man just
Come
done
on, it wasn't
that. He left one on him,
intentional.
and that's what we want to see. And it was low key.
Clear as day.
Let them know. Because Song, he spun holding the first one.
Good, Gabby.
See
Good,
that?
Gabby.
See that
Well
out?
done.
Give us a-
That's it.
Time.
Pick it up now. You've got time.
We're dictating the pace
I wish,
well at the
I
moment.
wish he'd been given a shout there, Holding, because El Neni
Yeah.
was in aches of space.
Nothing.
He's trying to draw himself out.
He's going to win him.
Say there's an elbow there. There was an elbow.
Where's VAR?
There was an elbow.
I have to say, I love the way Holding walked away smiling. Holding just walked away
Get
from
it into the
that
heads,
smiling.
bro.
Kicking his rib like 2
Get
minutes
him to
ago.
the
No,
head.
it don't matter, bro.
You have to be like it's 1-1.
Look at this. Look.
That's concussion tactics.
That's a bit naughty.
That's a super good. Yeah, trust me.
See what's said about the referee?
Some knows Mike Dean's on VAR.
This is
Yeah,
going
he
to
just
turn
said to
into a
him, then
physical
listen,
game.
mate, you want to go
Yeah.
VAR, you're going
You
off.
know what he just said.
This referee don't handle games very well.
No, he gets bullied by the players.
Really worried.
Oh, that's good.
Just settle it, because the
That's good
first
for
10 minutes we've been really good.
Come on, it's not-
They're going to have a little bit
See,
of
they're
a ball.
getting
Yeah, they're
frustrated
gonna have to-
because we've started off better.
Yep. Give it to them.
I wonder if their fans are quiet.
I was going
No,
to say, I wonder what
definitely
our
not.
fans are like.
Well,
Our
that
fans
kind
will
of
be
incident will
loud.
get the crowd going.
Noisy there.
So,
I mean,
Oh,
See,
good on El
that's what
Neni.
I'm saying, El Neni with them
What's
interceptions.
the cutting?
All right,
What's
it's
the
all
cutting?
right, it's all right, it's all right.
All day, all day. Hey, Gabby, you're on it today. That's what I like.
That's it.
You're
Take time.
thinking the same way I'm thinking.
Gabby and Holden are on it. Yeah, all day, mate.
Because you just know what's going to happen.
No stupid fouls.
Nervy, man.
That's it.
I'm not on it today.
Come on, Arsenal.
You going long, Aaron? You going long?
That's good, you know. You haven't got to play out from the back every single time.
No.
He's gambling though. He's gambling though.
Thing is, we haven't got a
gamble.
Martinelli.
You got
We're not going long down that flank.
yeah.
I think Martinelli's got the opportunity.
This might be a game for Smith Rowe.
Yeah, I think that's where we're going to get some joy down that flank.
That's it. Shuffle. Davis.
Come on.
Who's there? Song every
Don't
time.
let
See?
him turn.
Good.
But see how far Holding comes?
Yeah.
He's following him all the way.
Yeah.
I would feel a little bit more comfortable if it was Ben White.
But
doing
look,
that
he's
job.
leaving Kane. Things like that, you got to be careful.
Yeah, because he's not as quick
Spurs
as he.
starting to play a little bit more.
Nah, they're just side to side. They're not playing through the middle. They're forced.
But you know, sometimes in
space he's
games
got
you just
there.
need to get a feel of the ball a little bit.
This is going to be the cagey period in
Yeah.
the first 15, 20 minutes.
I think you're right.
See, that's
Play
what you
that,
want.
play
See,
that.
that's what you want. That's what you want. They can't play football.
What about?
My God.
Tomiyasu, Gabriel.
This watch on's going to be like centre court Wimbledon.
Silent disco.
Every throw. Yeah.
And then he.
Spurs player offside.
That's it. Cedric. Odegaard. Pop it back. Pop it back.
I like the super chat.
We need to get Odegaard involved as
It
well.
says Prem All Stars today. Ivy Tony, right?
Jeez.
Oh yeah, we got everyone there.
Shout out you,
Femi,
man.
Tobias, Harry Potter.
Who's Harry Potter? Flipendo.
Is it just me, but I think Martinelli needs to get the ball in the box a bit more. He seems too preoccupied in taking on the fullback.
I don't
Yeah,
mind
but that's
that,
what he
though.
does.
I think he
That's
should.
what he's good
I think
at.
it might be an instruction.
Yeah, but what's at the end
Emerson's
of
a
it?
bit loose with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind
It's
that.
all right, take-
Attack the fullback, man.
I also have to
Yeah,
say
but you
that
got to get the ball in the box.
You don't have a
only
target
really
man.
exactly who you aim
Who's
for.
there?
Really aiming for.
Lil
really.
Nketiah.
How many headers
What's he
you
going to
got?
do?
Yeah, we don't have a target man in the
Just
box.
get,
We're
put
better
it
than
on
all
one.
the day. I think that fullback is dead.
You got to remember,
I think
every
Martinelli should
sack
be killing
is
it.
there for every
He
game.
will.
Yeah,
He
but-
will.
One on one is.
But look how far across Sanchez's as well because they're wearing.
Go on.
You got to do better.
You said passing.
Oh man,
You know what I mean? Like, you should have shot there.
that could have been a shot.
Tommy Ashley as well.
The
should have shot there.
angle was difficult
Now,
to
but you
shoot
can
from there.
still take the
Should have
shot.
just
Like,
carried on going to
So you
go.
know what that is? That's like landing a really heavy jab and done one. That'll literally make them go, okay, they got him behind. We need to be a bit more careful.
he's got his number.
Yeah,
He's got
yeah,
Emerson.
yeah. Similar.
You should be killing him.
Come on, Gabby.
When they cut it back to Odegaard.
Come on.
Yeah, the cutback is, we've been doing that since day one of
I thought he might have been going for Saka, far post there.
I don't think Saka was ever quite getting
Yeah,
watching.
yeah.
I don't think
Saka's not really
They were a
been
little
in the
bit
game much.
slow to get into the box.
Saka's
Good
playing
time,
video.
Andy, good time,
Well
Andy.
done, man.
Right.
That's all right, we got this.
Help him.
Good boy.
Yes.
That was
That's a
dangerous.
bit.
Well played.
On
On him.
Go on, you got it.
Yes! Yellow card! Yellow card, man! All day!
Shut up, you lemon. How are you
All
arguing?
day!
Good boy.
How are you arguing?
Bodied you!
I will not have that
He
conversation.
bodied you! Look,
Good
he
boy.
waited, he waited, he waited. Bang!
Good boy.
Bounced.
Don't mind that.
50-50, man.
Later.
He should have.
Look at this now, look at this, you shameless rat.
Yes.
I would have done the same thing.
That's what you call. What was it? Put a kick
I'm
in,
telling you,
put
Saka
him
should run
down,
at
pull
him
him
every
down.
time. I'm Saka. I'm going for him every time.
Come on, let's.
Come on, boy.
He don't want it
And
one.
that's
Now
the
he's on the
first
yellow
time
card.
Saka-
Now he's on the yellow card.
They're doing that. It's the
He's
first
got a
half.
problem now. Davis has
They're
got a
trying to
problem.
pressure the ref.
Yeah, they are. They're pulling
So
it.
What's there to complain
No,
about? with that?
he's saying it's this first foul.
Doesn't
But
matter.
that was a
It doesn't matter.
dirty
It
foul.
doesn't matter, but that's what you say.
That's a professional foul.
Yeah, and it was a
first
goal
punch.
scoring opportunity. I know there's other players there, but it's still a goal
Free
scoring
kick.
opportunity.
Come on.
When people do that.
Outside the box.
Come on with that peach with left foot, you don.
We need to not
Especially in
rely
a
on
position
no
like that,
refs,
you
not
stop
rely on no
preventing
one
a
and put this game to
potential
bed
goal.
ourselves.
He should shoot near post, you know.
Grace.
Nearly 20 minutes.
Your boy. Go on, Gabriel.
Come on, Raleigh.
It's nothing silly,
Back
please.
to Odegaard, back to Odegaard. That's okay. Saka's not there to claim it though because he was chasing back.
Right, Robbie, you see what I'm talking about? You see what Ben Davies
That
did
was a bit
there?
of a waste there.
Robbie, you see what Ben Davies did there when he could have cleared that ball. Now that's what I'm saying about manager game.
That's what I love about El Neni, man. Simple.
Saka.
Come on, Saka.
You have
He
to
doesn't
remember
look himself
Saka's
at the
stats
moment.
for every game, like.
Did well to win that.
Yeah.
that
I think he's just growing into the game a bit, maybe.
He dithered around. My man took the ball off him.
caught.
He's fouled him, giving away a foul. That's good for us. Run at him next time.
Good pass.
A little too easy.
That could have been yellow.
Take,
Whoa, what's he on
I
there?
think it might
Very.
get
take him right.
Was that Shaka, that?
Make him go right.
Go to the player.
Listen, your
Touch
back post,
time.
back post.
Back post.
Thank you, Gabriel.
Well done.
Man on, man on,
Make
man
that
on,
yours.
man on.
Martin, let's get it.
Shit.
Come on, the Arsenal. Come on.
Really sloppy there.
Very.
Played.
Well done.
Good work.
Come on.
Well in.
Shielding well though.
See, Kane's been forced back. He's not getting the ball up there.
I wonder if Odegaard will get booked for that. Probably not. He didn't catch it.
I don't think that
You
was.
catch him, man.
Yeah.
Good. Well
Sometimes
done.
you don't have to catch him. That's the
The
intention.
attempt, yeah.
The ref's got to let a bit of stuff go in it as a derby, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Shuffle
Very
across.
true, Prams.
Coming up.
Yeah, but you weren't saying that with Ben
No, but
Davies.
that's a blatant yellow card. The guy's
No, I'm just
Saka's
saying.
in.
I'm
No,
just
but that
saying.
makes no sense what you're saying because Saka's in
That
on
wasn't, that
goal.
wasn't a touch and go foul, was it? That was
Saka's in on goal. Didn't want the foul. He wanted Saka to be. Saka was on
No,
the
listen,
one-on-one
I
with the
agree.
keeper.
I'm just pointing out, like,
What's your
when you look at things from different perspectives.
When you look at Arsenal's shape right now, guys, look how deep Martinelli gets. Tommy Asu slots in a little bit.
Very compact right now.
Played out
Well
there.
done, Lenny.
Oh, come on, Eddie.
That was not the pass.
Just took it
Sloppy.
That was not too long.
Come on.
I think Odegaard needs to start getting a
Yeah,
foothold
he's
in the
not
game.
really in it.
Come on, man.
Just off
Fucking
the
bend
pace
the
of
curve.
it.
What son?
Don't get
What son?
Sessegnon on this ball, man.
He's put a lot of trust Arteta in Cedric and Holding.
I think he's probably put like Rob Holding, told him to look after Son a bit.
Well, he has, yeah.
You know where it's going. You know where it's going. You know where it's going.
Oh, and ball.
That went off.
Penalty.
Just give a penalty.
Oh my God!
He says there was a push.
Where?
What's that
VAR.
You see what I said about
Oh my
Hey,
God!
are you
serious?
You see what I say about this?
What are you on? Are you daft?
Penalty for what?
This poxy referee.
serious?
He says there
This
was a
is
push.
Tierney all over.
It's a handball. It's a
I
handball.
didn't see anything. But
Was it a handball?
I think it was a push.
Let's have a look. Where?
Oh come on! What is that? What is that?
What is the penalty for?
I'm sorry.
Surely
Look at the one that crossed the field earlier.
That is not a pen.
VAR didn't look at that.
That's a penalty for
That is
what?
not a pen.
And they won't overturn it. You know they won't overturn it.
No, they will, surely.
They won't
They have to,
overturn it.
bro. They're fucking stupid.
They don't
It's
overturn
not a
nothing.
penalty.
How's that a penalty?
That is not a penalty.
Man got sandwiched.
Flipping hell. How is that a penalty?
I do
Fucking hell,
Seriously,
bro.
It's not even going to the
They don't overturn it, but they
I
never
did warn you
overturn
about
anything.
this ref.
I don't
They never
understand. What is
overturn
that?
anything.
This is what I was saying, innit? Like,
That's a disgrace.
This is absolutely
I thought it was for a
disgusting.
handball.
I did warn you about this ref.
Absolutely.
What is it for?
I mean, that just ruins the integrity
Is
of the
there
whole
an
game.
angle we're not seeing?
cheaters, man.
The cross that came in earlier,
They weren't even
the defender
appealing for a
nudged him
penalty.
out the way. That was even worse.
Who are they giving it on? Cedric?
Harry Kane, take it. You know where you can listen, man.
That's ridiculous. That is
Wow.
Come on, Ramsdale.
Wow.
Come on.
He has to miss just because it's an injustice.
Bottom
Come on,
left. He's
Ramsdale.
going bottom left.
That is bullshit.
How can you...
That's
Obviously,
actually
if that was up to take it, then that's shocking.
That's disgusting.
That's awful.
That is actually
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
And football ain't fixed.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Head up. Head
This is what I
up.
mean about
They
game
had
management.
nothing until that bullshit was on. We go.
Got bent over, go again.
Absolutely
When
disgusting.
you don't want that, you can't be salty. Go
We've got the
again.
shittest referees in the world in this league.
That is
Straight away, though. It was like,
Shittest refs.
no hesitation.
I
He
didn't
came
even
straight away.
think he just, give him a
Mike
pen.
Dean
straight
said,
away.
yeah, penalty.
Absolute farce.
That's ridiculous.
What are they
Absolute
saying?
farce.
What are they saying on social media
Oh, I
about him?
don't even want to hear that.
It can't be. What,
That
I
is
mean,
so
we're
stupid.
watching, you know, like they're seeing the angles we're
See,
seeing.
Conte
surely.
knows, man.
Conte
He
We do,
knows.
even a better team as well.
How
He
is that a
knows.
He's not even
penalty?
celebrating.
He
He
knows.
How is that a penalty? So whatever
That
Conte
is
said to
disgusting,
him
though.
5 minutes ago was that, no?
You know what? That is actually disgusting.
This is what I'm saying about this fucking game, bro.
What are they
Head up.
saying on
Head up.
social
Head up.
media?
Head up. Head up.
This is why I
Come
said,
on, man.
This is
The more I look at it, the more shit it is.
Penalty for that.
Let's go.
It's not a come on.
How is that a penalty?
Mind you, why has he
I've
done
got to say,
that?
I don't think
Why has he done that?
But that's
the only
nothing.
person in this
You nudged someone out the way. They done it a minute ago.
But he's gone inside.
No, he didn't, man. That's
He
nothing.
did.
I don't think it's great.
Now
from
they're
Cedric.
singing it.
It's not great
He's
from
not,
Cedric,
he's not
bro.
gone from the ball.
He shouldn't have done
it's
that.
North London derby.
We
and that's
said
that
Penalty,
shit
the
goal.
things they've just been letting go around.
Robbie,
You let that
that's a
go.
penalty.
That's
We
nothing
said
significant.
before about
Come on,
not giving
Arsenal.
away silly free kicks and fouls.
Well, the guy jumped in the
Harry
area.
Kane, bro.
It was a
And
penalty,
he's one
but
of our
come on.
experienced
His momentum's
players
going
as
to
well.
take him somewhere, innit?
No, but you turned your back and you went
on,
into him
let's head up,
sideways.
boys.
Like, that's not good, bro.
That's shit.
Yeah, but on the other
refereeing,
hand, you see that
Oh,
millions of
You
times.
see those a million
Yeah,
times.
you
I
never
don't see
give
a
them a
little
penalty.
So many
penalty like
times.
that.
Look how many times it's going over. Look.
I hope
See
that
those
fire-
a million
How many
times.
times has he done that?
Is this
Where
ref
you'll stand
retiring
still and then let the
anyway?
man jump over on
Retire.
it.
I just hope that fire.
When you're
was
playing
up.
away from home in a game like this, you don't give away fouls like that.
That's not a foul, though. Everyone knows that's not a foul.
That's not a foul.
That's not a foul.
It's harsh.
You
It's
kick
very
ball.
harsh.
That's what I keep saying.
But
People
you-
that play football, you know.
Come on, us.
Just
Come
when he
on.
mocked it.
Let's get straight back in it. Let's get straight back
How
in it.
many
You
times
know
have
it's
you
Josh's
done?
things, right? If that weren't given, would any of Tottenham
Of course
player
not.
I don't even think they
I'd
were
be
called for a
complaining?
penalty.
They even appeal for
It's
it.
so soft.
It's just the crowd that is a probably the
He
crowd.
didn't even look at
It
VAR.
don't look like a penalty.
VAR ain't
No, but what I
overturning
mean
it.
is,
What
something like
angle
that,
has
that
he
needs to get
seen?
checked.
Gotta go
They're
again.
desperate.
No, but Robbie, you are right. You are right. But hear me out.
They won't overturn it.
Do you
They'll
really
they'll
think
stay
that was a
with the
penalty,
decision.
Laurie?
No, I don't. But you know what I'm going to say, right? If Nuno does that, we're all going to say you showed your inexperience in doing
Yeah.
that. Cedric should not be making a mistake
No, I
like that, bro.
agree.
Yeah, but on the
I don't
other
think
hand,
that's
mate,
how
you
it's
see
supposed
that
to
every
be.
week.
Postpone.
Come on.
Oh!
That's it. Come on.
Oh! He went back the same way.
Yeah, but you see that every week.
Should have
not
gone
given a
down.
penalty.
Maybe we would have got a penalty.
Well, that was as bad as what Eddie tried when he went down and appealed for the penalty when it weren't when it was a
Should've gone
dive.
away. Why did you
Similar
go back
thing.
in the
Look,
middle?
at least we've got more
Listen,
time to
we
get
need
back
to
into
just
the
Yeah, yeah,
game.
yeah.
focus.
Positive
Yeah.
about it.
and get on with this. Spurs.
We've looked the better team throughout as well. That's what's so
let's go
It
again.
doesn't matter. We'll come back into it.
Yeah,
Come on, Arsenal.
Come on, positive energy.
Conte's made a career of making teams look good and still winning.
Literally.
The Italians, how they play.
What, snap his leg?
Look,
No, but
Rob,
he's
be
losing
careful.
this individual battle.
Yeah.
That's all.
There you go.
See,
That's
look!
right. He couldn't wait to give
This is
it.
what we said about managing the game,
Well, he's
man,
got to
giving
be
away
careful
silly
now. He's got a
fouls. You
long
got yourself
time.
booked for
He's got a
nothing.
long time.
He was going
Pretty
nowhere
sure
there,
says I
right?
didn't see it, but as a Man United fan, definitely a
He got the ball
Really?
the first time, second by in his
laugh emoji.
That was
Look at
silly.
that. That's very silly.
It's going nowhere.
He's
That's the one,
losing,
though, isn't
he's losing that
not really a
individual
foul.
battle.
No, but James, now he's got like 70,
He's going to just get him sent
65
off.
minutes
Yeah.
on a yellow
Someone-
card.
Yeah,
someone's
but
getting
that's the
sent off.
referee, because to be honest, like,
It's white on
I
the
don't
bench.
think that was really a yellow card.
No, but it's
offence.
accumulative,
Like,
that's
it's
Yeah,
his
white
body.
on the
It was
bench.
his third- it was his second
Someone's
or
getting
third
sent off
like
today.
that.
Nah, this referee's an
Yeah.
offence.
Come on.
Like you said, Premsy, a long time to get back in it.
And like I said earlier, we can't really rely on these referees. We've got to
No,
win the
we
game
can't.
ourselves.
There are
We've got
people
to
in the
win
chat
on
saying they
ourselves.
thought it was a penalty.
Really?
There are people saying.
Who? What team
There
is
are
it?
people saying
I'm-
they
I'm
didn't
pretty
think
They
so.
might be watching it from a
We're
different.
losing our game now. We're losing it.
Oh, we're all over the place.
Oh, look at that.
Don't
Yes,
concede
Tommy.
to
Well
second.
And again.
What a vital block that was.
I must admit, when I saw it back the second time, I was like, boy, you know what?
I'm the only one here who
It's a
thinks
very soft penalty.
It's
Very
in a
soft.
derby, you don't give penalties for that.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the reason why I'm so disappointed, all week, I'm sure Arteta would have been saying, don't give them
done,
anything
Tommy,
free.
No cards, no free kicks.
Yeah,
no
don't give them anything
penalties.
free.
Basics.
And you've gone and done that in the box, bro. That's
But he's jumped for the ball.
I don't think that was
It's possible that it's bad
Great,
defending
great
and not a
recovery there.
penalty.
I don't think
I think
that's
the
a
thing we've
foul,
said
though.
is
not a penalty.
if Cedric Elisa looks like he's jumping for it, then maybe
Yeah,
it's
he
something different, but
turned
he
into
doesn't.
it.
He just kind of
Who
runs
was it who
into
said there'll be a penalty given in this
Yeah,
game?
I just said it.
Always is it. Arsenal Spurs.
no, no.
Yeah, there is a lot of penalties in these games. And they always get them.
They do.
Yeah, you do.
To me,
the
I'm
one we got,
disappointed in
Bambi
Cedric.
missed.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
Yeah, I'm with
I'm
you,
disappointed with the ref.
Yeah, but I'm more disappointed with him than the ref
Yeah.
because you gave him the decision to make when you
yeah.
didn't
I
have
don't
to.
think there was nothing much else he could do. That wasn't really a
Watch
push.
it again.
I
Watch
watched
it
it. I
again.
watched
Watch
it.
Anyway, let's not get on
Come
it.
on, Arsenal.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Move
boys.
on.
It's gone now.
Cedric's going to get a goal and redeem himself.
It's gone, it's gone, it's gone.
That's the only way they can win this game.
Penalty's given, it's gone.
Fucking penalty.
Come on.
We had a bit of joy with Martinelli in behind down that flank. I want to
Yes.
get the
We
ball
need
back.
to
Not gone
expose
over
that
there,
side,
is it?
Troy. I'm telling you, I don't know why we're not getting the ball to Martinelli. That fullback is dead
He
food.
don't look fit, Saka.
Saka's
he
not
don't.
100%, man.
He's not fit.
Saka doesn't look right.
He's not fit.
It doesn't seem fit,
No,
does
it's
it?
not.
Is he not fit?
Oh, he don't look
seem like it.
You're doubling him up at the moment.
They're doubling him up every game now, man.
You say that you don't look, but he did get away from the defender there.
But
He
he,
had to
does,
foul
he,
him,
he
so-
don't look his sharpest, Rob.
Let's see,
He
let's
was, he
see.
was sharp. There.
Go on,
Oh,
go on,
go on.
Let's see how
Come
we
on.
respond. Let's see how we
Shit, man.
respond.
Come on, Arsenal.
He's very
Try and find
left.
Martinelli.
Come on, Arsenal. Look.
Go wide, go.
Not like
Come on,
that.
Granny.
Unlucky.
Maybe so are we.
Unlucky.
Come on, the Gunners.
Ashai says Holding's embarrassed himself. Stop pressing Son. He's got to be careful.
He's too slow, and that's the only.
you have to press
That was
him.
you have to press him.
Yeah,
I told him it's too slow to press
his
Son.
eyes.
Yeah, that'd be
He
good.
always gets in late.
It's a bad yellow card to get.
Yeah, of course it
65
is.
minutes to play
Of course it is.
on tenterhooks.
So it weren't for handball, it was the way you went in on him.
Might need to
from
sub
the
Yeah, but
back.
I've seen that hundreds of times and not given
You
a
see those not given loads of
I've
times.
seen
you know what I mean?
loads
Like
of
you said,
them,
it's a
man.
derby. But listen, we
Loads of
can't.
them.
It is what it is, man. They're
Should
giving
have known better. Silly. Mistimed it.
Go on, Martin.
Go on.
I think Martinelli.
That hit his hand as well.
He's so lucky.
Hey.
They're diving in.
What,
You're
ref?
going to give anyone
You're not going to go
They're
back?
There were
throwing
3
in.
fouls there.
Foul, man.
There were 3 fouls there.
3 fouls, nothing. And studs, exactly.
If you're going
Like
to play a
Tommy.
bondage, you've got to pull it back, bro.
Man, like Tommy, that's it, Tommy.
That's it. That motivation.
Come on, Arsenal. I don't have to go to Newcastle.
What are they saying in the chat, Robbie? Is it a pen?
It's quite mixed, you know. There's a lot of people saying it wasn't a penalty, and there's other people who are saying it was a penalty. You know, so
Go on.
Come on, Granny.
Unlucky.
Come on, Arsenal.
Look at the back post,
The
Kane.
bottom line,
See,
it's-
every time Holding steps out, I see Kane.
Too easy
Watch
there.
it. Well done, Cedric. That is brilliant. Well done,
And
Cedric.
you get Alisson not a corner.
Redeemed himself.
Redeemed yourself.
Offside.
Don't say.
Redeemed himself.
This is what I'm saying.
That's
It's
offside.
like every time Holding steps out like that,
Is he off?
out of
Nah, he's
position,
on.
Kane is just free.
Really good defending from Cedric. Look at that.
Oh, well done,
Had to
Cedric.
time that
It's
one.
good
Don't deserve
covering.
to be losing.
It's good covering, but
We
that's a
don't deserve to
warning.
be losing.
No, no.
Come on, Arsenal.
Just me
Yeah,
with
let's not
The
be
grand
too.
scheme, really, no team's done it. Anything really.
not be
It's
too
kind of been
harsh.
Arsenal playing some good football, pressing a bit.
They
Tottenham
got the
trying to
goal
fill
against the
their way.
run of play, really.
It's an even game, isn't it?
Such a shame it was a penalty. It's such
Yeah.
a shame that was, you know, we've not made them work for it. And I'm sorry, I'm with Laurie. Yeah, okay, it's harsh. Yeah, most of them aren't given or whatever. But the minute you go into someone else's body without evidently challenging for the ball, which is what he did, you're always at risk of the ref going, sorry.
Foul.
It's a contact sport, it's football, isn't it?
You know
No,
what?
but not in
But
the
the
box.
contact's got to be
Well,
generated
you're
by
going to jump,
something.
though, innit? Like, he's in
But he
between
hasn't
two
jumped.
players.
But that's the point, he hasn't jumped. If he's
Yeah, but
gone
he
up
has
into
jumped,
it,
innit?
but
Premsy,
he's
Premsy,
jumped.
let's put it like this, right?
I'm telling you now, the North London derby, you
Premsy,
should be giving them kind of penalties.
Premsy,
Nah, if you do that in the
That's
box,
so
then
sensitive.
you're
Yeah,
right.
if that was at the
Give
other
anyone
end,
again.
you would have been appealing for a
Personally,
penalty.
I'll be honest, I'm not, and I'm real, I'll tell you the truth as it is. I wouldn't be,
Come
because
on.
at the end of the day, you should be doing them.
Wow, why?
Give the ball away there, man.
Like, soft as
We're
anything.
getting-
Come on,
That
Arsenal.
was
Don't
a
give
lack
it
of
to our
concentration
players.
there. Come
It's
on.
hard enough.
Good boys.
Played Arsenal.
He's there. Sessegnol's on you, man. Why is this guy turning up today?
Come on, Saka, mate.
No, bro. What's he been doing? The whole season, what? He wants to turn up now?
We need to get a goal
think-
before half time.
The only individual battle we're quite clearly winning is the Martinelli Emerson
I
one.
don't know why we're not using doing that one more. It's mad.
I don't even think
That's the key for us.
we need something else.
Look
You know
out!
what? At the moment, we've got to stay in the game, man. Don't
Yeah.
concede again.
Holding is man marking.
Damage
Son.
limitation.
Yeah, but is man marking song?
He does need to consider holding for White at half time because of that yellow card.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
for
he
sure.
does. I think he needs to. Well, listen, a long way to go.
What's that? Is
Oh
that
no, he sent him off.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my days, bro!
This referee.
Look at this ref!
Serious.
Look at this prick, bro!
No, but you ain't seen it yet. You ain't seen it
I
yet.
can't believe that.
No!
I don't know.
Oh, he's
What did I
dead!
say? About 25 minutes.
No. This game is fixed.
referee is completely.
This game is fixed,
No,
bro.
but Kwame, you
The
haven't seen
game
it
is
yet.
fixed, man. Look at that.
Rick's going
This
mad.
is
Seen it yet.
Let's at least see it first.
Let's see it.
You see how quick he wants to give the card?
Fam,
I need to
I haven't seen it yet,
know.
though. I haven't seen it yet.
the game
Well
is
done,
fixed, bro.
Son, though, because it was obvious what he was doing. How was Rob Holding not realised he was actually getting a carded
What
or
was
sent
Rob
off?
Holding doing?
From the first minute, he was
Yeah, but
trying
hold on,
to
let's have a
pull
look.
it.
That's a yellow, bro. That's a yellow him.
That's a yellow.
Nah, that one is.
That's what we're saying. You haven't seen it yet, and you did.
No, no one really.
The first one, though.
Yeah, but
No, but straight away, me and Finn, let's see it first.
We did
That's
it.
so
Seen Holding
silly.
mean to do it.
Silly.
We're discombobulating, man. This is what we
believe
said
it.
at the start
From the
about
beginning,
me and
they're
Jordan said.
wrestling.
Manage the game.
Manage the game.
Yourself, innit?
See, Rob, you just said we need to score the next goal. For me, it's about don't
Managing
concede.
the game.
Get to half time 1-0.
I've got to
No,
say,
I said just manage up the game. Just, you know what I
I've
mean?
got to say
That's
this
stupid by
referee
Holding.
is completely.
And the wickedest thing is, if
He's
Ben White
taken
isn't
over
fit
this
for the
game,
Newcastle
isn't
game, now we're in trouble.
That's stupid by Holding.
And I said that. I said Ben White, didn't I? I said,
Let's not get too hasty.
Said no red cards today.
you mean not get hasty? He's
Let's not start thinking about.
Right.
Let's not start thinking about Newcastle. This is what
Sorry,
it
that was
is.
Cedric. That was Cedric. But
The
even
two
so,
things we
1-0
said.
down.
No penalties, no red cards, nothing silly. And the thing is, guys, I
and you're
think we
doing
talk
that to
about-
Son, who's a known bloody diver.
The only positive is normally we play better with 10 men anyway.
Yeah.
That was actually
But we're 1-0 down.
What is Rob Holding doing? Why are you doing that?
So bad.
Such an idiot.
He just elbowed him in the face.
Because he elbowed him.
And like Helen, a couple of minutes ago I said it's dangerous. He's
Yeah.
not
What it
booked.
is, Son's played a blinder.
25 minutes into the game, he's
He's
got to
done
go
what
another
he
65.
said.
Son's
He's done
done
the
what
goal.
Son's
he's
played a
been
blinder.
told to do by his
He got
manager.
kicked by Holding
No,
early in the
but
game, remember?
he's
Then
let
after
the
that,
team down.
Holding
big time.
elbowed him.
Yeah.
Sorry, Son elbowed him.
Yeah.
They had a little tet for tet. Son's won the battle.
Let the team down, bro.
That is naive from
Telling you,
someone
this is
like
not a normal
And you know
Northern
what's
derby. You don't have to win this game.
Well,
Do that shit if you have to win the
That's
game.
what we were saying before.
Exactly.
innit?
Why are you going to have 10 men?
See?
Brain dead football, bro.
Ben White, look at this. Look at this.
And look at that, man. They're not even that great, really.
Yeah, but we've given them every opportunity they're going to have.
But you know what the mad thing is? We're down to 10 minutes, 1-0. It's not over.
Arsenal, come on.
It's not over.
No, it's not.
It's not over. We just got to be...
Oh my God! What is wrong with this guy?
Where's the sweets gone?
So give it a sweets.
Hub, this referee, I warned you before the game.
The stress is getting to Laurie. You wanted the sweets.
He won the ball!
He won the ball.
He got the ball!
That's how I found. Jesus Christ.
I've got to say,
The ref is clueless.
These men are out to get us. These are out to get us.
But guys, we've just got to stop
The
for a
powers
second
that
here.
be.
We've
Just
got
get to half time.
Just for a second, we've got to look at these players for a second here, right? Cedric and Holding.
There are
I know
ones.
they're 50-50s, and maybe on another day they don't go against us. But you're in such a key game, in a game where this is what when me, Jordan, and Laurie were saying. Don't lose, right? We don't have to be desperate today.
Exactly.
We don't have to make stupid decisions.
It's
We
not
don't have to
a normal derby.
Exactly.
Normal derby, we have to win.
Exactly.
Have to win.
Everyone gets caught up in the emotion of it. Nah, it's a derby, you've got to win. You just got to do nothing
I said we said keep the error count
But how
down.
about this then? How about this, yeah? How about we lose this game and we go and lose the next 3 as well? How about that? Football's all about hindsight.
Depends if you don't know
Does
that.
that make sense?
We're dealing with
Everyone
this
does it
game.
on hindsight.
It's not hindsight. It's
No,
not
you're saying
hindsight.
don't be
We were
stupid.
sat here saying do nothing stupid, keep it sensible. And Rob Holding, cool, he's been on a man marking job with Son, fine.
But
The
having
ball's
the
going to be on.
ascendancy and looking for that first goal and managing the game is not being stupid.
I agree.
No one said go gun ho and
So
leave
why
everyone
has Cedric
defending.
and Holding made
Does that
those
make sense?
challenges?
Let's go 2-0.
And now it's that's game
Game
done now.
over.
That's game done now.
They're going to batter us.
Get to half time at 1-0.
No, well. Jesus Christ.
10 men.
This
And you know what
guy.
people are going to say? We bottled it.
All roads lead to
This
Newcastle.
guy, bro.
Box smart.
The narrative is going
Box
to be...
smart.
But listen, before they scored, every single person in this room was happy with the way Arsenal was playing.
Bro, you're missing my point.
No, I'm just saying it in it,
Ramsey,
so that's what it is.
Yes.
So now you
Listen.
can't just flick the switch.
Listen.
Why are we
We're not
not
flipping
looking
a
over our
switch. We've just had a
shoulders?
player sent
Why are we
off.
all just ball
Had a
watching?
penalty.
It's simple stuff.
our
He's the
own
most,
penalties.
look, he's the most deadly man in the box. Pick him up.
2 words, game
Ramsey,
manager.
my
Get to
point
half
is
time,
nothing to
1-0.
do with
Regroup.
how we started the
Jesus
game,
Christ.
pressing.
And Harry
Forget about
Kane.
zonal.
I like
Just
that.
look at your man next to you and mark him.
Playing boxing smart, Jordan called it. What we're saying is, in those decisions, where maybe sometimes you're a bit desperate to win the ball or whatever,
Let him have it.
you just
Yeah, you
don't
won't
need to
be
do it.
giving-
Yeah,
when
let
you
Son just
lose
have
to
that ball,
Burnley, so-
and then drop back and defend sensibly.
James,
the ball's coming to the box. If you're
You said
Cedric,
it, I said it.
if you're
So
Cedric,
we're looking at it, we were
Son
being...
have like a free
Get
against
to
the box
half
at the
time
back
now.
post.
No.
Because that's exactly what it would have been.
What's foul again?
Foul.
I hear you saying, you jump with him. You jump with
They've
him.
just
He's
lost
in his position,
He's
the way he
just
was, that's the best he could
He
do.
is
Right,
I think the referee has ruined this game.
No, the refs wouldn't get
He's
it.
Because what he's done,
Look at that.
What's going on? What's going on?
Falling apart.
We're sleeping now.
This is just.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Gonna go
please.
down again.
That was
Is that not a booking?
Get rid of the ball, man.
See, that was
referee
more of a
putting his
pen to
flag
me
up.
than the other one.
the referee just
Offside.
put the flag up now.
You play, is it
The rest.
I'm saying the referee's ruined the game because where you're supposed to set the standard at the start, that was the first challenge in the game.
Yeah.
If he didn't give a foul, I don't think we wouldn't even have got to this point here.
Kwame,
He wouldn't have got to
That
this
was
point
a,
here.
you know what? I'm thinking that was a penalty.
He gave the referee something to do.
Yeah.
That's not the referee's fault. It's our fault.
No, yeah, it's our fault.
He's
I
a
said just before
terrible
it's scored, get to half
referee.
time at 1-0. It's not over.
It's our
Now the
own
game is
doing.
over.
And the sending off, even you can't argue.
No, that's sending off. I'll give you that one. That's sending off. I'll
It's
give
not
you
the
that.
Then if
referee.
you
I'm saying
forget
as
the
a
penalty,
referee,
why is Rob
you,
got
as soon as you start like that,
silly
so now
bookings?
everything, the whole game is just going to go out the
The thing
window.
is,
This is what.
There's going to be yellow cards, there's going to be red cards
it's
everywhere.
He got
Got
to
a
engage the
group.
referee.
Yeah, no, he has to get them in at half time and calm them
Listen, the
down.
whole
Monday.
week, I'm sure the
Newcastle.
manager would have been I don't even
And they
blame the
will be
manager.
nervous.
No,
He
you
would have, he
can't.
would have been drumming
Come
into
on,
these guys. Look,
we
let's
have to
not
win.
make any silly
Oh,
mistakes.
Ramsdale. We have to
I'm
win
just
at
so
we
annoyed
have to
that
beat
this is how we're
Newcastle
going out in the
Liverpool.
derby.
It's not
You know,
done yet.
make them work for
Seconds
it.
on
I
left
say
now.
it's over, but actually,
Seconds on
No,
left.
listen, it's not over. Come on.
it probably is, but it's too.
This could be over. It doesn't mean to say
Just control the game.
But we've got to just
Get
have
to
some
half
pride
time.
about us
Just
now.
get to half time at 2.
So
but now it's a totally rearguard action.
But why do we do this to ourselves in derbies, man? Why do we do this in big games? Arsenal always
You've got to have the big game mentality, James. That's what we were saying about.
How many red cards have we got in big games, man?
We're inexperienced.
It's one of the things that we've stopped doing recently.
Because
And now
he kicked him in the face.
He's not even going to give a free kick.
One
He's
of the
just
things
saying
we cut out.
he's not even giving a free kick. He just stopped it because he just kicked him in the face.
Did he just kick him in the face?
Galloway, Tierney, you're useless, mate.
They didn't have nothing.
Absolutely useless, Tierney.
They just changed everything.
Say that again, did he kick him in the face?
With it being so early in the game as well.
It's a joke, there's no agenda.
You know he did that on purpose.
Yeah, where's the, for Davies?
He literally, with his ankle, went
I
smack
said
in
it at the
his
start of
face.
the game, we've got to defend well. We haven't.
We panicked in two key situations. We didn't
in the two situations we haven't defended well.
This
I
is
think they were just shocked with the penalty as well and defending up. They've been shocked in it. The players have been shocked.
And it's extremely hostile there. And
I just think how many times in Newcastle derbies
Holding was stupid there.
we don't make them.
You're on a
beat
card
us.
already.
It's so annoying.
No, but I'd said before,
we said get to half time and
we
get him
said
off.
that he'd be booked after 25 minutes.
We were
Remember I
saying
said
it
that?
and then he got sent off.
He's up against
Look at that.
You're on a yellow card.
Davis got a yellow card and
Literally
nothing.
5 seconds before that, I said he might need to bring white.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You did.
And then the next action was that.
He lost it. He lost. Why are you elbowing the son of all people? You know how quick he goes down.
The more I look at it, politely reflects.
Guys got to remember,
They're running again.
Look at this, get to half time.
They're running again now.
This could get silly.
Yeah.
Really good.
Oh no, there's another goal.
Looking over your shoulders.
Scoring, then it's a joke.
Look over your
They've lost it, you
shoulders.
know. We need half time.
You know what I mean, bro?
We've lost it.
Oh, what minute we on?
Fred
41.
Bryan says.
No one's talking.
Robbie, hold on.
If
Force to miss out on Champions League football, should Arteta be sacked?
No, shut
That's
up.
ridiculous. Come
What do
on.
you say?
Stupid thing.
I'm not blaming Arteta for this.
That's not.
This ain't not
Individual
This
errors.
is the lack of quality in the players that we have in the
It's
squad.
not even about players.
It is.
No, it's not about the players.
It's about Holden and Cedric.
It's not about quality.
Newcastle.
It is.
No, it's not. It's about intelligence.
No, it's about mind.
It's about intelligence. It's talking. The fact that they're playing like they're fans. They're
Yeah.
emotional.
Yeah, you're right.
We can be emotional. They can't be emotional. They got to play smart. I said at the start, we don't have to win this game.
composure.
The first 20 minutes, we didn't do anything and we were comfortable. We were comfortable. Just stay comfortable.
Comfortable moving the ball around, but
We didn't do anything.
How many games this season have we seen when we're back to that thing again where we're getting players sent off? Even 1-0, we're in the game. Just stay in the game,
How
man.
many ref?
Stay in it.
Come on, let's go now.
Once you go down to 10 men,
Brilliant.
I'm not saying you got into the game playing for a draw.
The red card and the penalty were not because we were
Somebody
being
else's
so
players
close.
are sending back.
And we weren't even under
That's what doesn't make
pressure.
sense to me.
They were
If
silly.
it was us overcommitting, trying to get a goal, then I get the
Turn and go, turn and go. Yeah, I would have
Go,
taken
go,
it.
go, go,
Get a
go.
foul,
wide!
go down.
Go wide!
Out to Martinelli.
You're naive there, Saka.
No, no.
Oh!
If we can get to half time 2-0, this
Let's
is not
get it
over.
going, let's get it going.
The thing is, when we go down to 10 seconds,
unlikely.
you bring on holding and
Oh,
then
Laurie,
you
stick
throw
with
it
me. Stick with me,
up.
Laurie.
Can't do that.
That's an easy
Why
save.
not? I don't know if it was going to be.
That was round.
I'm so disappointed, man, because of the manner of
It is the manner
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
gut wrenching, but I'm not going to lie.
He's got
Keep it 1-0, keep calm,
Let's get
stay in the
2-1.
game.
Let's get a goal.
I can't even say I blame Arteta. He's going to
This
get
is
it.
Arteta. He set up the
Now,
team.
people are going to say you bolted, but it's just like...
No. He set up the team.
Listen, we've still got a whole half to play.
Got to beat the first.
We need to get a goal. Come
The
on.
only one
Yeah.
thing I would have done is just switch them.
The only thing that might be on Arteta is it was clearly by design to have Holding in this one-on-one battle with Son, and he's and Holding's
Yeah,
lost it.
that's why I said I
From
wanted
minute
Ben
one,
White,
he's
but
been
people
losing.
said he was not fit.
The Holding's temperament to date has been quite good, so I don't blame him for
Good.
thinking he could handle that.
But
I
I-
don't
but
think
I-
he could handle that.
But I don't think
His
it's. I don't think
temperament's
it's
been
about.
terrible, even
No,
that
in this
first
game,
foul.
no, in this game was awful. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
talking
I
about
thought
in
you
all
were
the games
talking
leading
about,
up to
right,
this.
right.
He's
Sorry.
been quite level-headed and coped with things quite
I
well.
would take off Saka at half time and
That's
bring
it.
on
Come
Ben.
Go on, go on.
That was a good.
Do him, do him.
You see, with Rob Holding, though, I don't think it's about temperament.
Go on! That's a chance.
Wow, that was a chance.
Don't try and
We're going to get a chance.
Don't even
One-on-one
try.
is not. I can't Ben White.
You know what I mean?
I
Just
think
get to
we're
half time at 2-0.
What about you guys?
So this is the first yellow.
That was silly. Look,
It's
kicking
all
out
silly.
here.
Look at him. I mean, what
No,
is
but
he
this was
doing?
It's all
because of-
over him.
He's been all over him all game.
No, but that was cumulative. That's what he said. This is your third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
So
if that's
why are
not-
you doing
even if
it?
that's
Look,
that-
that's a straight red.
When you see that,
That's some UFC
yeah,
shit.
like, when you see it, then
What's his name?
what
Conor
is
McGregor.
Holden thinking?
That's some Conor McGregor shit.
Is that one game ban or three?
Stupid.
Since when did Holden get this aggressive?
That's what I mean. That's why
Is that a
Son's
one game or 3 game ban?
If they overturn that and make that straight red for the second, I think he gets 3.
That's a straight red.
So he sees
Why
he's
did he
done.
do it?
Because he elbowed him.
Oh, come on, Premsy.
No, but I'm telling you, that's what
Come
he's obviously
on,
doing,
man.
innit?
It's not the streets. It's a football match.
I know, bro, but obviously
It's not the ends,
Man said
bro.
it's not Brixton Road, you know.
it's clearly
It's
being
not my side.
Alright, so let me ask you then, why did he do it then?
Because he's lost his head.
Why? Because he got elbowed himself?
You still managed it.
Yeah, but you
Come on,
can't.
you're
I'm not
not
saying he
yellow.
shouldn't have managed it.
Oh,
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's
I
why
see
he
him in the bar after the game, so what?
Do that after the game.
If Højbjerg doesn't mind two-footing someone, that would
Yeah, that'd be
even things
nice.
out a little bit.
That is criminal, the
I
way
don't
he's
think
got
he's
it.
that silly
by the
though,
way.
James, is he? He's not that silly to do
Ah,
that.
Conte will literally just say, set up
Yeah,
shop.
Conte went there 2 goals.
Oh.
Sit back now to
But I'm
defend.
telling you, that's what got to him. That
Go
is
on.
the worst that what got to him.
Shoot! Shoot!
In the
First
box.
time.
Come on, somebody on that.
That's food and
I think
drink.
you should have
That's
had
what we don't
food
have a
and
target
drink.
now.
Food and drink for him.
I'll take Saka.
That was better though. A couple of
I'll
little
take him
good,
off.
decent attacks from us.
Saka.
That
Like,
second
he's
goal was
not
a
fit
killer.
and same for
Oh
Luke.
my goodness me, bro.
The red
Come on,
card is the
The
killer.
second goal, we still switched off.
Yeah, but we had 10 in it. If we had 11 with one
Holding,
goal
man,
down,
that is
we've got a better
unforgivable.
chance.
I just can't believe in a game we didn't need to be the ones overexerting
Oh, I'm
ourselves.
so annoyed, man.
That is bloody naive.
So
As Sean
annoyed.
says, the ref has done nothing. Cedric and Holding have killed it.
Oh,
That's enough. All that's
Yeah,
gone out,
to
I
be
think.
fair.
Now,
Don't
blow, get
Don't
something
foul him.
right to you, Nick. Go on, Granny.
Watch him, watch him. Look.
Xhaka!
Oh my God!
That's a
say,
Tavares
Is that not
move.
booking?
That is a booking. That's a Tavares
I think
move.
they're wrestling today.
That's what Tavares
And he's
does.
the most experienced player on the fucking pitch. Look at Arteta. These guys are letting you down,
He's
bro.
thinking, what on earth
They're
are they
letting you
playing
down,
at?
man.
Who else can he trust? There's no one
Someone's
else.
getting
That's the
battered in
problem.
that
That's the
Sorry,
problem.
Mikel.
Same, likewise.
That's the problem, man.
Shaka.
It's the lack of quality in the squad.
That is half
That's
time.
something that we need to address.
Tottenham 2, Arsenal 0 at half time, even though Arsenal got
Players
off to
are letting
a.
down,
1 second, please.
Sorry.
Arsenal got off to a really good start in the game, was moving the ball, looking pretty comfortable. Spurs came back into it a bit, but nobody was really looking like they were going to score. And then all of a sudden, we give away a stupid penalty. Yes, it was a bit soft, but it was a penalty, I guess. And then the second one, Rob Holding goes and gives himself stupidly, he's on a yellow card, gets himself sent off, and then we switch off from a corner. Again, I think the corner, we gave it away unnecessarily as well. If there'd have been a call from Ramsdale, we didn't need to head that out, and now we find ourselves 2-0 down, and it's a long way back in this one with 10 men. Let's go to Premsy. Let's start with you. I mean, this guy Don Robbie Devster says, yeah, wasted it. Cheers to Holding and Cedric. Put too much faith in these backup players. But listen, they've been playing well over the past few games. But today, sorry, because I can see it, today is poor.
You know what? I think the way we started the game, I think everybody was happy. We had the ascendancy. It's not like we were over-committing ourselves. Everything was going to kind of plan in the sense of we're on the front foot and we're looking to win the game, which is understandable, and that's what I wanted to see. I feel like with the penalty decision, I can see why some people might think it's a penalty, but for me, in that situation,
very soft.
He's jumped. It's a contact sport. It's early in the derby. It's like I said, it's not a normal game. Them little things should go. They should just get slid, because it's not like he's gone in 2-footed tackle. He's not headbutted no one. He's not elbowed no one. It's just a little parge in the back. And I understand maybe if he did leave him, Son's got a free header on the post. So it kind of has, like, he's shot himself in the foot in it, giving that penalty away. And then on top of that, Holding, personally, I think because he got clapped by Son, that's the reason why he did that. I think if that didn't happen, maybe that wouldn't have happened. It's silly for him to do, and it's ruined the game. But I just think that they've lost the Reds in a certain sense to dealing with the 10 man and the penalty as well.
Penalty for you, Jordan?
Yeah, just about. I think you have to ask yourself the question, has he impeded the attacker from attacking? And I think he kind of has. It's poor defending. I don't know why he's gone with his back. It's weird. But if it's the other way around, I want that. I'm calling for that. So that's how I look at it, to try and be unbiased. I think the issue for me now is we have to have half an hour of the Newcastle game, because I can't see Conte's team giving up a 2-0 lead here. So I would personally take off Saka. He doesn't look fit. I would take him off. I'd bring on Ben White and just see this game out, take the L and move on to the next game. Because it's not over. The top 4 race is still on. But I think if we get pumped 3, 4, 5 here, that could impact the next 2 games for us quite badly.
Laurie, Holding, did he deserve to get sent off?
Absolutely. That was UFC. And all jokes aside, I'm really upset because before the game, myself, James and Jordan talk about the need to manage the game. So if you look at those 2 pivotal incidents, the penalty, yes, it was a bit harsh, but Cedric was the wrong side of the guy, didn't do what he needed to do, pushed the guy, and it's arguably a penalty. The sending off, that's ridiculous. And I think both those decisions cost us.
Samuel says this is shambolic refereeing. That's what he's saying. What do you think about it?
It's not, look, I was thinking maybe with my heart when it happened at the time, and the more I look at the challenge, yeah, all right, cool. It was probably a sending off for Holding, but I just think when you're a referee, you've got to set the standard of the game, and if you start by giving away penalties early off, was it
a penalty?
I didn't think it was a penalty. Personally, I didn't think it was a penalty. I've seen worse challenges than that. There was a challenge, or there was a situation before where the ball came into the box, and I think Cedric done the same thing. He eased the man out of the way. It's the same kind of contact. So
if it's in their box, do you want that?
I'm not. Look, obviously, if we get it, we get it. But I don't think that's a foul. I don't think it's a foul, and that's me being honest.
None of their players were even calling.
That's what I mean. I think it was more. It was a thing where the referee let the crowd, or let the occasion get the best of him, and he didn't even look at VAR or where's the conversation between.
Well, VAR's not going to overturn that, are they?
But
VAR
still,
Charlene, what about you? Is it a penalty?
I don't think it was a penalty. I think that was just harsh on us. So no, not a penalty for me at all.
Not
I didn't even notice it when it happened.
What about Holding?
Holding, that was silly of him. He's been on Son's case the whole game because there was the foul on Son before. So I think that was just irresponsible of him. So yeah, that's on his hands.
Remember everyone, says Sappy, that Helen's 3-2 shout is still on. I mean, we're not looking. I mean, towards the end of the half, actually, we had a couple of little chances there, but with 10 men.
Throughout the half, we created, and that's also frustrating. I think if we weren't so naive, we probably get something.
Biased pundits.
And you look at. Within discipline, people say, "Oh, but you've got a young side. These are not 2 young players."
Yeah,
that's what's annoying.
They're going to show the penalty again.
Cedric.
Is that a penalty for you, Chris?
No. Seems
harsh. You don't think,
put it this way: if that is not given, VAR don't give it, in my opinion. Yeah. But the fact that the referee's given it, I understand why VAR haven't overturned it upon reflection.
It's lazy defending. It's lazy defending from Cedric.
He jumped after the contact.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. It's not. Jordan, it's not a penalty.
I don't agree that it ought to be a penalty. It's 2022 with VAR. We know that is a penalty. That's why people are being harsh on themselves.
I'm just telling you now, yeah. With the game, like you got to ref the games accordingly. Why do you think in the World Cup final they have certain referees ref their games? Because it's not just a normal game. There's a lot riding on this. And like I said, he set the tone now, early giving red cards and cards out.
And that's how the game's going to be now.
And 9 out of 10, because we're away, we're just all going to have to do it.
I'm saying
Holding's on a mad
That should have been a booking.
He but no, what about Holding?
And
he did get a booking for that.
Yeah, but
he got a yellow card after that.
Yeah, but Charlene, he's given him the benefit of the doubt there. So you as the player need to calm yourself down.
He's on a madness.
I mean, look, the reality is, forget the first yellow. I reckon he would have got sent off for the second, even if they looked at it.
Straight red.
Yeah.
Like that one there, that was just...
It's right in front of the referee as well.
That's just...
I mean, what is he? He's trying to bar.
That's a red.
That's a red.
That's a straight red.
He's trying to step across it.
I'm disappointed in Holding.
You know,
I think he's been told
very
to do
stupid.
I'm telling you, that's why he lost his head for them challenges.
Very stupid from Holding, wasn't it? You can see what he's trying to do there, and then you're showing the second goal here.
Watch your man.
Exactly the same as the Leeds goal.
Watch your man. Look at him, he's there. You're telling me you can't see Harry Kane in your right hand, on your right shoulder?
Why is that going to be the first player that you want?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You're watching the ball the whole time.
Can I say, what is it, Chris? What are you saying?
You've got
Saka's
not one second, guys.
Saka's not fit.
You don't think he's fit?
You can tell. That's not. I'll take him off and bring Smith Rowe on, and I'll go damn his limitation.
Yeah, yeah.
And on there, I'm thinking Newcastle.
You're thinking Newcastle?
Thank you.
What about you? Did you think it was a penalty?
No, because if it was a penalty, he would have got booked for it, and he didn't get booked.
Shout? That's a shout.
So he never got booked for it. So
if
it was a penalty, he would have got booked for a push in the box, but he didn't get booked.
What about you, Sean? You said you thought he was soft as well.
I thought it was soft, you know. I think we were quite naive as well, but looking back at it again, in slow motion, he could have been given a 50-50, but I thought total soft.
Yeah. Is there any way back in this game?
No. Yeah, because in football sometimes you don't have to do a lot to score a goal.
I mean, we saw our game on Saturday, where total
leads.
Domination. They were down to 10-man leads. They got one back, and then all of a sudden, the last, so we've got to be hoping for something like that, haven't we?
I think Arsenal need to be sensible now. Get through the first 20-25 minutes. Hope that Spurs start to tire and settle and think, all right, we've got a 2-0 lead, and then maybe cause them a problem or two. I kind of think, and I know he had a bit of a disaster class cameo, but I think someone like Pepe, who you know can drop the shoulder and put it in the top corner, you know, a player who can do something out of nothing might be what we need today. And if you get one goal and maybe you start to panic them, but we'll see. Otherwise, listen, the shouts about thinking ahead to Newcastle aren't bad, but let's see where we are around the 70th minute. Because it is football and anything can happen.
Major Brick says, what an up and down season. He said, we weren't going to do it the easy way, but it's so disappointing because it was a decent start, Ellen. And then all of a sudden now we're 2-0 down.
You know what's disappointing?
With 10 men.
It's our own doing. It's not that Tottenham have been so superior, and they should be superior, they're at home. But we've just made silly errors that have cost us a player and a penalty.
But how many big games have we said that in this season?
Yeah, but...
Yeah, how many? That's
you know what
my
it
big
is as well?
thing. The amount of games we've gone down to 10 men. You know what I mean?
It's half time.
You can't win games with 10 men.
I'm just asking the question. I'm not saying that I think this is the case. Do you think Arteta revs these players up too much? Gets them too G'd up for these big games? Because this keeps happening in big games.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm with Robbie. I thought we started the game well, but thing is, we can say it's all about losing our heads and everything, but Holding's been sent off because he's lost his duel with Son. Yeah. And there was a lot of us all saying, play Ben White if he's fit because he can deal with Son better, or at least play Tomiyasu at right back because he'll do better in that one-on-one duel. So it's not all accident and error. Yeah. There is a degree to which we kind of just ignored that was their best.
There's losing your duel, and then there's doing a rock and giving the man a simple elbow.
Yeah, stupid. You know the other thing
that comes as well.
We're
losing the battles.
Holding's done that as well. Does he need to?
Because that battle where we lost his Son and Son elbowed him, that's what made him do that. I'm telling you.
You know, for me, it's not even the worst thing isn't even the red card or the goals. It's the reaction to what's gone wrong. You let in a bad penalty or cool. At that point, okay, we're 1-0 down. We got Skank there. 10 minutes, ride it out. Let's go. The red card happens. Cool. We're down to 10 men, 1-0 down. Get to half time. Just get to half time. No, 2-0. I can't see a Conte team giving up a 2-goal lead.
Well, this is what I'm saying.
I'll tell you something.
Any other Tottenham team, maybe.
That's a very good point.
Their strength is in
2-0 down. I'll give you an example of that. 2-0 down to 10 men. You saw in the last minute there, Harry Kane, I think it was, and Xhaka going after the. We're all screaming, don't foul him, what's he doing? All over him. He's lucky to get away with it.
Holding his arm,
He says, hold him, let the team down, simple as. Dele says, can't believe Arsenal rely on Nketiah to get goals. Well, listen, you weren't saying that before.
Eddie's not the problem.
It's not
today.
It's not the players like Eddie and that up front.
Absolutely not.
To blame.
Although he was to blame for not losing.
Right. Well, yeah, he lost his manager, but I think, just, a couple of mad moments now, and all of a sudden. But it's half time, it's 2-0. Can Arsenal, how badly do they want to get in this Champions League? As I said, we've seen games. I know those are games with 11 men. We saw the Chelsea game at the weekend, they're 2-0. They were dominating the game. Wolves came back and got 2. I know it's harder with 10 men, but what should Mikel Arteta be saying to the team in the change room? Should he be saying to them damage limitation, or should he be saying to them, you know what, let's get one back, don't concede again, get one back, and who knows?
The problem now, Rob, is that we've gone from a situation whereby at kick-off, we're in control, where we're dictating to them, you need to win this game, so come on to us. Now it's the other way around. We're playing into their hands. They love to play counter football. So we've given up the initiative.
This is where Conte says, you know everything we've been practicing since I came here, the style of football I like to play.
This is what you do.
No, but Sharoy, you know what's so disappointing about this is that we didn't see this coming, did we?
No.
It was 0-0 and we looked fairly comfortable.
Because our disciplinary record
and the discipline and you know what the narrative is going to be?
Leadership group.
Exactly. You know what the narrative's going to be when this game is finished? The Arsenal bottled it. All those plans up in smoke.
We're still fourth, so I wouldn't go that far. We're still fourth, but
well, today. I mean, I'm not talking about the scheme of the league, but today, that arguably, you've gone and given them a gift.
We saw it coming. Tactically, we saw it coming, and
what he says, remember everyone, Helen's 3-2 shout is still on.
Hold on, why is only Helen getting credit for this? I said it as well, yeah?
Real talk
People
says,
thinking you're right.
Real talk says, please tell Laurie to stop whining. Paul says, naivety and stupidity cost us in these big games. We managed the game. We have managed the game well. We have lost our heads.
Listen,
we must win our last two games.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Listen, when you're 2-0 down, I'll take a draw.
No, I am, yeah. At the start of the game.
It's just disappointing, man.
Lacazette needs to come on, says Hamza. Xhaka will lose his temper in the second half, says Mandy. The last thing we need is more sending offs.
Yeah, we need it.
Like you said, Chris, there's still 2 games to go where we, you know, even if we do lose tonight, we can still get it back. So.
But this is something, and it's beyond today, it's time for next season. Arteta does need to look at these red cards and these moments because Man City 1-0 up, playing really well. Gabriel's second yellow card. Xhaka gives away a penalty. It is textbook Arsenal to in big positions with big opportunities. And I know that no one wants to hear that, you know, a draw would have been fine. It's not about losing, but we had the advantage at 0-0. As things stood, it was Arsenal cruising to top 4 at that point. And we threw it away, and it's similar to the City thing. We've seen it so many times. We're about to kick off again. Manage this second half, hope that some opportunities come our way, and nothing stupid.
Go on!
Tottenham to kick off, and as I said,
a long 45 minutes.
It could be a long 45. 2-0 down.
Yeah, grab the beer.
And it goes to beers now.
Yeah, the hard liquor.
One more back here, if that's all right.
Can Arsenal, I mean, this would be a miracle if we got a draw out of this.
Robbie, they're saying, where's the hard rum?
I need it myself.
For after the game, man.
Not how I was thinking it was going to go. I've been disappointed actually in the lack of discipline in this game, because it's going to be lack of discipline. It's going to cost us by the looks of it. But let's see. Come on, Arsenal. Can there be a madness in the second half?
Hopefully.
See what you were saying about Romero missing?
He's gone for something really strange, Arteta. He's gone for it looks like Martinelli sort of left wing back. And then Saka in front of him. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Maybe you just double up on Emerson and hope that everything happens down that side.
I bet Saka won't play again this season.
Has he brought Tommy out on the right now?
It just don't look right.
Yeah, he done it from before.
It's not moving as...
I think it's the right side of the
why do you think it don't look right?
He does.
Oh my God.
Turned. Well done.
And it's a goal. 3-0, Son.
We are going to get
And it's Arsenal.
This is going to get
we're going to get hammered here.
Game, set, match, bro.
That's game, set, and match, guys.
Right, forget it.
What did he say to them at half time?
Mate, these players need to just be mentally strong to get through the second half.
Game, set, match.
You got to think about Newcastle.
What did he say to them at half time?
This moment.
I don't know.
We said we've been talking about this guy the whole time. There's a reason.
Oh well.
And you know what I said we can't just forget about Kane and Son. You get me? That's what I mean. That's why we should have put our best right.
Put your best man on him. Put your best man on him. The same way you was cute last week with Tommy Asu, Rafinha. Just put him on song. Then he killed the game. You're letting Holding on
You've got
him.
enough defenders there to cope.
No, he'll roll. Look how.
Oh, that's poor, guy.
Look how many of them.
I'll tell you what, if he
Rolling
don't bring
now.
Ben White on there, he can't be
He
fit
can't
either.
believe
He's
his
not fit.
luck.
3
It's not going
fucking
there,
nil,
man.
bro.
I can only hope
It's not even damage limitation, you should be thinking as well. It's going to get embarrassing.
Reaction for the next 2 games.
Newcastle away. Now let's start talking about the games. Newcastle away on a Monday night.
Wow.
Newcastle away on a Monday night.
When we lose games,
Them man, come on, man. And we're playing like this.
we lose
Their
them in
tails are going to
patches.
be up.
Oh, go away, man. Come on.
It was a foul. He nudged it.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Now he's given from the first one.
Yeah,
He's
but
got to
on
give all
Monday
these
nights,
little
it's another
fouls, all these
day.
little
That
fouls.
wasn't
That wasn't
Oh,
foul.
bro.
Got 2 games left.
This is modern day football.
That was
Bro, you go Saturday, you play on
It's a long
Saturday, you
paper.
play Sunday
You
league
take the
football.
loss.
It's a long
Tuesday,
paper
no
45
fouls.
Play.
Premier League break.
Cherish
Say
yourself.
Sunday football.
No, but I'm
Have
saying,
some
man,
composure.
it's too soft. They're too soft.
Oh, we put Ben White.
3-0.
Look, let's just
Look
get
at
Again, the
this.
next 2 games. It doesn't really matter.
I mean, that's the beauty, isn't it?
You're trying to muscle him
We've
off.
done the good work.
Don't try and
Are you
do
throwing
that.
it away? Give him a card, man.
You ain't going to book him, he's the golden
We'll probably get the card for kicking the ball away.
What's going on now?
He threw the ball away, man.
He's coming to talk to who?
DJ says it was the other way
Well,
round.
he's got a little smile on his face.
Of course, bro.
What, the ref?
What was the point?
I didn't see this coming, 3-0.
What is this?
But I think
Too much faith in the team.
Listen, they're a good team. 10 men.
Again, this is another game where discipline, which is something that we've kind of had that under control since January.
Oh, no.
Where discipline, you date back, have a look at a lot of our bad results this season. Away at Man City, discipline.
Man United, Odegaard gives it.
Man United, discipline.
Wolves, we go down to 10 where we should have won. We end up getting a point.
Yeah.
I could keep going, mate. I mean, it's
The lack of discipline is costly.
Liverpool, the League Cup.
Oh my God, what's second?
He's going to cut him. You know he's going to cut him.
Don't touch him. Don't touch him.
No, but this is going to be the get. That's how it's going to be.
He's taking a bit of pity on
So
us.
uncomfortable. Look
Book
at
him,
this.
book
Look
him.
at this. He needs a booking for that, but he ain't going to get it.
Taking pity on us now, the ref.
He's only booked Davis.
I know his job's done for today, that's why.
Game over.
I just,
But he's not a
They're fun for
defender.
lunch, ain't they?
Who was
We'll
it?
show a
Yeah.
Burnley.
I
Is that
just,
safe now? You got.
I know.
Yeah,
At
Burnley.
the end of the day, we've got to kill the game off ourselves anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
we've
can't
caused
even leave it
this.
to referees and all that.
We've caused this, man.
3-0.
That man
we
have got
got,
their
so,
tails
we
up.
got so sucked into the occasion and the opportunity.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah, but who wouldn't? We
why
off
are we
the
not
back of
winning
how
though?
many wins?
Yeah, big
not
Tia
fans,
Brissett
I
says
don't
you'll
mind
see
fans.
Carroll's
Yeah.
about to Vincent as well, penalty
Players, yeah.
and sending off this weekend.
Definitely.
Son
Come on,
played the
Granny.
victim
Let's try.
for the first challenge.
Just
Ozev says a true Champions League caliber team does not run with Holding and Cedric together.
we haven't beaten them. We haven't beaten them since what?
Brendan said, just cut the
At
screen
home
now,
since
just go back.
2014 or something, bro.
The last time they won.
2014.
The biggest wins, 45.
Come on. Try to get some.
Go on, Saka.
Man on.
Try and get
Look,
their
even
pride
Bender
back.
close.
Yeah,
Difference as
literally.
well.
Oh, nice touch.
Shoot.
Bang it.
Go on!
Go on, goal.
Handball, but I think it was Eddie that handball.
Put your foot through it.
He's the wrong foot. I think he's the wrong foot.
It was handball.
Even cut back in on your left.
He's not fit.
Let him.
That was a chance, man.
Come on, boys.
See, that's the difference. They're far more
Oh,
passionate.
Did he keep that in?
Should have scored there, Saka.
No,
No, let's get a bit of pride back, boys. Come on.
Come on.
Go down, fight.
handball.
Was that handball? Corner.
Come on, son. He's beaten.
Came Burnley.
He got it.
Came
I would
Burnley.
have cut back on my left.
You know why that was? Because that was on his right foot. It's very
That
left
was
foot.
probably the only place you
Yeah,
could
he's
put it.
saying, yeah, trying to open it into that corner.
And the Arsenal fans still getting behind
Come on, Saka.
Saka there in the corner there, so that's good to see.
Listen,
Beat the first man.
we're still a point ahead of them.
Yeah.
Psychologically, it's not good. Keepers all day.
The Saint says Helen talking like taking Ty's role, complaining about everything. Cry me a river, Arsenal fan, she said.
It's got Ty spirit.
Listen, if you were watching this game, you'd be moaning too if you're an Arsenal fan.
Queen Leanne says, time and time again, players like Cedric and Holding let Arsenal down. They need to be binned. What top team would take them? Season potentially ruined? Well,
that's not fair.
They played well over the last few games. You can't just, you know.
Can I just remind those people, we have qualified for Europe.
Yeah.
And wasn't Rob Holding like man of the match in the last game? Or the
Yeah,
game
but this is a pressure game.
The team
I'm talking about that comment.
Battle with Son
I'm talking
is
about
what
that comment.
cost him. He's lost his head with it, and he just.
I'm annoyed. Why has he not brought Ben White on there to shut up?
He said before the game.
I don't think he's fit enough.
It's going to show.
He's trying to avoid injury of him because he knows he needs him for
This is
Smith
where we
Rowe's
are,
got to
man.
play
Roy,
Monday.
you know that
Yeah, I would've
what
brought
you just
Smith
said
Rowe
there about Rob Holding playing well the last couple of games. This is something I think Arteta needs to get over. Is a player playing well in the okay. Forget Rob Holding. Ben White might not be fit. Fine, but we've
So
had it a
was
few
he on
times.
the
Remember
bench?
Tavares was in good form. Started him over Tierney at Anfield. I think sometimes we do get a little too sucked into players finding a little bit of form or whatever. And we know Ben White is a better player than Rob Holding. We know he's better.
Yeah, but I thought they said he was injured.
No,
he's on the bench.
saying that, yeah.
He's on the bench.
But didn't Tierney come in the game after
Go
that?
on, come on, quick on that.
No, he actually started Tavares. He played well, to be fair. But I think my point is, it's a bit like Tommy Asu at left back. How many times have we said, put him on Son, make that be the battle, and he didn't because we saw what happened against Leeds. It went well. He wants to go for it again. I do think sometimes we need to just respect him and
There's nothing there.
and just tweak. That doesn't mean going against all your principles. You still press. You still play at the back. But
yeah, but James, you can argue. You know, everybody says when someone's playing well, if you take him out, and everybody be like, "Why did he take Holding out? He's been on form."
No,
you know, you see that's the thing. You know, you never take a player out when he's on form. That's what you know. So you can have that argument as well. It's very difficult for the manager.
Well,
you know
listen, I agree. I'm not really.
If it's a Champions League final, you put Ben White back.
Yeah.
Basically.
Listen, I remember. I'll come to it after this attack.
Roger.
I remember. I remember. Yeah. Do you remember the Champions League final? Right, and when Arsenal was in it, and all going all the way up to there, right? We've been playing Flamini as a left back. Remember that, Chris?
Yep.
And then we took him out for the final. We put Ashley Cole back in because he was sort of back fit, and we lost. And everybody was saying after we shouldn't have took Flamini out. He was on form.
Go on, Tommy.
He'd been playing well, so it's a very hard decision to make when a player's come in and he's done well. I mean, if Partey was fit tonight, would you put Elneny in, or would you? I mean, it's a difficult decision to make when somebody's been in the position, played say 4 games. Not like they not played 1 game, played 4 games, has done well. It's a difficult decision. It's not a straight.
I agree.
It's one of those where you can be a lot wise after.
Yeah, you absolutely can. Well, you say you can be wise after, but a lot of us were saying it before. And all I'm saying is, he looked at Son on the left, and I'm not really going on Arteta, I'm just making the point. And he still thought, I'm going to back Cedric and Holding to deal with that. And they didn't. Do you think Tommy Asu at right back concedes that penalty that Cedric did? No, he wins the header.
But this is what I was saying.
That is my biggest frustration.
Was saying it
and you were actually saying, "Oh, I wouldn't."
Yeah,
do
and
that.
I said,
You said that. You said I wouldn't just change it because of Kane. And I said, listen, when you got players,
I've been saying for age. I've been saying the whole build-up.
Sorry, man. I'm sure I heard from this angle around here somewhere. He said, "You get me that." I wouldn't just specifically just change them because of that. Bro, trust me, I remember everything.
Yala says a soft penalty for sure.
In the middle.
Holding got a warning, got a yellow, now a red.
That's what I say with the contract extension of players as well.
He should have left the club and go 1-0
They all get happy after 4 games.
Been on 25, been them too long now.
Oh, man.
Kevin Fraser
He's saving him for money.
You can't push a man in the back, especially after he jumps. It's a foul, soft or not. Cedric's defending is lazy.
It was lazy defending.
But you know what the ironic thing about it?
Paul says, please stop blaming the ref. It was definitely a penalty. He never played the ball at all. Definite red elbow in the face.
They're getting more the ball now.
We actually started.
Anthony said, did you see the elbow Son tried on Holding?
Yeah, but again, there wasn't.
Oh, come on.
there's levels to it, and like Holding, yes, he's been playing. He's been playing well.
Says we got a similar penalty
the level to be playing if you're playing against Spurs or like the top of teams, like for Leeds or whatever, or West Ham. Yeah, you can play well.
Julie Jones says,
guys, that is a great point. It's not that different to what Tellez did to Saka
because it was a soft
couple of weeks ago. But anyway, it's happened.
Did Tellez get booked?
Of course he didn't.
I don't think he did.
For me, anyway, penalty or no penalty, it's 1-0. It's still in the game. Still in the game. To me, it's the sending off that's really done me, because I look at Rob Holding and I'm like, what? When you look back at that, what are you? You're on a yellow, like that last guy said. You're on a yellow, and you've been warned. You've been warned to, after that yellow, because again, you got your arms holding the player.
That's what I'm saying, because after the game, everyone's going to blame Arteta.
Ill-discipline. How can you highest level?
You can't legislate for that. Responsibility.
It's both
the
of
players
them.
And Rob Holding is an experienced player.
I'll blame both of them though.
He's an experienced player.
Arteta should have played Tomiyasu right back.
I'll blame both of them.
You know where I think you've got a really good point, Laura, is if Holding had been sort of destroyed by Son all game, let's face it, he was for most of that first half.
He was.
But that second yellow wasn't because Son bamboozled him. He just went in. And that is where I'm with you.
You panicked.
You're right.
Humans, innit? If someone elbows you, now if you got a bit about you, bro, you're going to elbow them back, innit? Well, that's why I'm brought up anyway.
But you're a professional player.
Moving up on the table says Son should compete in the next Olympics. The man is a master of diving.
You're human as well, innit?
Yeah, no, but you're playing in a big game.
Oh, there's a what a save by Ramsdale. What a save by Ramsdale. That could have been 4. And Progressive Zoologist says, hey, Robin, the gang, the penalty was called due to handball. They're saying, not the bump in the box.
We didn't see that handball.
I didn't even see a handball.
I didn't see no handball.
What handball? If anyone handballed it, I thought it was Sessegnon.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was for him, like, backing into him and pushing him over.
As I said, it was, much as we were disappointed with that handball, it's 1-0, stay in it.
Yeah.
You just don't want this to damage the goal difference
You just
as well.
don't want
We're finished with it because the goal difference.
Listen, 3-0's kind of not a great score.
It says if White is still unfit for Newcastle, we're out 2 defenders in a must-win match.
Could we put Tomiyasu's centre back?
Tomiyasu's played centre back.
And then bring Tavares in.
When he played in Italy, he played centre back. But surely Ben White must be close to being fit because he's been on the bench.
I think so, yeah.
And he had a tight, was it a tight hamstring or tight calf?
Hamstring.
Tight hamstring. So why? I get what Arteta's doing here. Why risk him when? That game on Monday now, and the Everton game, those are going to be the big ones.
And Everton are fighting for their life.
You're all assuming Tottenham are going to beat Burnley, but.
Yeah,
I think Everton will be safe.
It's not away though, is it?
So what are we thinking for Newcastle then? Because these boys really need to shake it off.
I think they've got Burnley there anyway. They've definitely got Burnley.
Newcastle won't be an easy game.
Yeah, definitely.
It's their last home game. They're going to be up for it in the tune, man.
Monday night, away from home. Eddie Howe's got them.
It's not going to be an easy game.
That's part of why I was take a draw, because the Newcastle game was always the one for me that was worried about.
Yeah,
but I'll take a draw right now.
I bet you were down here.
Funnily enough.
Everyone shut me down pre-game, everyone shut me down, but you didn't want a 0-0 now, innit?
Cedric trying to take on Emerson. Oh my gosh.
Shref says we should have started with a press. We're harshly treated by the ref.
We did though.
Come on, it's a derby. There will be tackles. Ref played by Kane.
Allow the hindsight
second card. Tom T says, does Odegaard know how to shoot? He gets loads of chances just around the box and always scuffs them. And Giuseppe says, big 40. Oh, this is coming in late, this one. Chin up, guys. Arsenal are a big team. Big difference, not Son and Kane FC. Proud of the club as always, big up. But yeah, still half hour to play, and
he scored over 2 for Kane and 1 for Son.
2 for Kane and 1 for Son.
Just right.
Kane always scores
all the time.
If you could have written a nightmare script, you'd say red card, Kane on a hat trick, Son bangs 1, and then sit there for half an hour with 10 men at their gap.
Watch them play.
Can't really go much worse.
Do you know when we've lost a game this season? Have we ever lost in singular, or do we lose in batches?
Statman, what are you saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying. In batches.
Well, what I'm saying
He's shooting like FIFA.
I think we lost it. We lost to Liverpool.
Hold down on the square button,
Even at the start of the season, we lost 3 on the bounce. We've only just lost 3 on the bounce.
We lost to Liverpool and then won at Villa the week after.
That's what I'm saying. The other occasion, we bounced back here.
At the start of the season, that was it.
because we lost to Everton and Man U, didn't we?
To be honest, if you put it anywhere else,
We lost 3 the other week.
I think it's been 3, then 3 wins. It's gone in like 3s and 4s, hasn't it?
Corner to Tottenham.
Come on.
taking it short.
I'm surprised they took it short after all, you know.
Song.
Let's be real, if you get Champions League, we're still going to get
I was
slapped.
thinking that as well.
We won't
Monday's
attract anyone.
enough time to recover.
We'll be another Roma in the Champions League. Well, how do you know that? How do you know we won't attract anyone if we get Champions League? Let's get Champions League and find out.
Let's get it and then worry.
Still in our hands after this.
Yeah.
Still in our hands. Yeah. Still in our hands. Everyone said before the game we could afford to lose it. Well, not afford to, but if we lost it, we're not out of it. We're not out of it yet.
Do you know what
It's
the
the
worst?
way we're losing it.
Do you know
that's
what the
issue.
worst defeat was out of all these? Was the Southampton one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Please.
jeez.
Wow.
To lose to Southampton.
My word.
I actually thought the performance in the Southampton one was a bit better.
The goal he was out.
I thought the Brighton one was worse.
Brighton are a good team, man.
Why are they just all stepping up? What's
There's only.
Listen, I think logic's gone out the window.
Yeah.
Now it's just.
This is where the
hanging on.
inexperience. This is where the
Last game's
inexperience.
Norwich, isn't it?
Yeah.
Inexperience is showing that. Yeah,
Alex
Smith Rowe.
Rowe.
Who for?
Yeah,
He's off for Martinelli.
Yeah,
He did look like he was hobbling.
He looked like he took a knock, yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Emil.
I wonder what those instructions are.
Something about rotate round.
He just said stop running everywhere and stay in the middle. That's what he said. He literally said stop running everywhere and stay in the middle.
Did he say that?
I was lip reading. He
Yeah,
literally
you said you're good at like
stop running everywhere and stay in the middle.
So the only
He just told him to sit in
Monday,
front of the back
we've
four.
only got Ben White, and that's the only option we've got, isn't it?
Flipping Tottenham.
We could bring Lacazette back, couldn't we?
Yeah, this is maybe a chance to just bring on Lacazette, Pepe.
I'd get Lacazette on in this game because we may need him on Monday.
You need his head, his experience.
Yeah, you might as
He's
well
more
try something
sensible.
different, innit?
He's played a blinder song, he's dragged, he's like a spider's web.
We played it into their hands. That's the thing that gets on. We played right into their hands.
They don't do nothing at the Emirates, but no.
That much experience in the team as
No,
well.
there isn't.
But this is what I was saying earlier, bro.
No, but the two players who messed up are experienced
That's
players.
what's annoyed me even more.
But they're not like consistently playing the Lords.
But if Holding's part of the leadership group,
But they've been playing the last few games, so I think.
We've known there been liabilities since they've been at the club, realistically. Do you know what I mean? We know
Holding's
that.
probably one of our longest serving players.
Sanchez, you see?
It's really, really bad from Rob Holding.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Yeah, Rob Holding is an experienced player.
He should come out and say sorry.
He's an experienced player, so is Cedric.
But guess what? Son is more experienced than
That's the difference.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying he's an experienced player.
21 goals.
26, 27
When's the last time our players
He's been playing at Arsenal for a long time.
He's not good
May
enough.
not start, but that's what I'm saying. It's, whether you're good enough or not, that's still stupid, isn't it?
Of course.
You know, that's the thing about
Just
it.
for everyone thought he gets saved off.
There's still time, Chris.
It's
early.
We can't afford to have another player sent off,
This is what
but
I
not
mean,
be
we just need to
available.
keep
Yeah,
our
don't
heads.
capitulate like with getting more players sent off, you know?
Oh my God.
The craziest thing is just how early it was given, like how early it all happened, innit?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, and we were doing all right. We started well. We was playing football.
It was against
So
another
the
player.
thing is, though, when we go to Newcastle,
I'm telling
bottom
you.
line is we've got to attack them, haven't we?
Yep.
We ain't got to, we just got to go for it.
St. Maximum,
I
that
won
one.
both games.
Down below a few weeks.
Almiron.
Yep.
Them lot will fancy it.
More stress.
Them lot will fancy it.
I wouldn't talk too soon if I was him, though. You know what I mean? Because you know, he's still in our hands. I wouldn't talk too soon
That's
if I was
what
him.
I don't like when we say he's still got it.
They can't wait until after the game. They're coming before the game, during the game.
It ain't over yet.
Do you know what really hurts? They're not that good.
Yes, I
though,
can.
They're not that good. We were playing much better football than them, but you know, we just capitulated.
See, that Norwich game, they've won that. Is Burnley.
Norwich game, they won that.
We've got two
Listen, win our last two.
We just got to win our games and then it's done.
Burnley have beaten them before this
Well, we
season,
got.
haven't
Yeah.
Arshin says Arsenal join us in the Europa League to lose against Man United in the final.
Oh, aren't they loving that?
This hurts, bro.
Man United still in the Europa League. They can still get conference, couldn't they?
Holding must apologise to all Gooners. Song gives him an elbow and he gets up like nothing happened.
I don't want no
Minutes later,
post
he
on
elbows
Instagram
Son.
or nothing. I just want you to come out and talk.
Well.
Look at him, smiling.
Happy.
Happy. He said, Holding.
A lot of people say that Mid says Son elbowed Holding during the scuffle. Looks like Holding paid him back, but you know you can't.
That's
There's
right.
point in paying back. There's no point in paying
You're
back.
not
This is what I'm saying.
helping
The referee in that should have saw that and dealt with it then. If you're going to penalise him.
That's cool.
He knew
You
he
see
couldn't
how
keep
Son
up.
did it? Son did it.
In the end.
Son done it
It's
as he
not
was
Did it in
getting
the
up.
middle of the
Professional way,
scuffle. Like you
James.
could.
Well, you play football, innit? You
Calculated.
play football,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
So let me tell you now, if a man's come and chopped you down, and I could put my life on it, you've gone to get them back at
No,
one
but
point.
with respect, this
No,
is
but do you know what I'm trying to say though?
But
Like,
you can do it in a
with
smart
you-
way.
Yeah,
Son.
you
what
can
I'm
do it
saying is-
different.
Son's dig was
I
sly.
hear that. I'm not saying
Just
it.
about
I
being
don't
smart with it.
disagree, but what the only case I've got for Holding is
There
that
is
he's
no
human in a sense.
He's
Like
vexed.
he's made a mistake. Obviously, it wasn't right what he's done, but
He could have done what Roy Keane
Frenzy
did.
at this
When
level.
the game done, you just
Yeah,
run down.
thing
there's
is,
no
seen the
excuses for
seen the
that.
car
Not in a
park.
game like
Well,
that.
I think
it's happened though, innit?
Talking about Rob Holding, when we beat Chelsea in the cup final, he was up against the biggest agitator ever
Do you
born in the
remember
football
Diego
pitch,
Costa?
Diego Costa,
Yeah.
and he didn't rise to the bait.
He didn't.
Remember that?
Hence why I
Wasn't
thought
he
he'd be
man of the match
okay
in that
tonight, if I'm honest.
I remember
But
that.
the
He says
cure-
I'm dying inside, guys. No words to describe how I feel.
We're
Oh,
feeling
it's
it
not
too,
over.
don't worry.
Or
But the
this
key
game
thing
or
though,
No,
the
no,
season?
the race.
with the
I think
Holding
you keep
thing.
mocking it every 2 minutes. Sure, it's not over. It's not over.
Premsy, I get what you're saying about Holding being human, but the warning signs.
I'm just saying
have
that's
been-
the only thing
I
I've
get
got
it.
for him
I
to
get
back
it. I
him.
do get it. But where it's doubly frustrating is, yeah, you can make mistakes in games, but he got the yellow. He was losing his battle all game.
Yeah.
Then we concede the penalty.
Already had a
He
penalty.
had moments, like there were moments of warning signs for Arsenal to say, just settle, just relax,
Manage
calm
the
it
game.
down. Goes in like that. It
No,
just
most
says-
definitely, there's no excusing it.
it's
What I'm just
just
saying is that is
wild.
exactly what it is, though, innit?
But these players
You
have
know
just
what I
swallowed
mean?
their pride, man. I've seen us do so many stupid things because you can see it's like the pride's
How
got
many
their like,
points this season has that indiscipline cost them?
yeah.
Nah, 100%.
Man City,
madness.
Man City was the big one
Lots
for me.
of points.
Man City was. Yeah.
So maybe we do need to look at the manager and find out. what's
There we
going
go.
Well, I've been saying that.
No, but so
I've
who
been
do we?
saying
Who do you talk
You
to?
have to.
If it keeps happening.
Well, I
Hold
don't know.
on.
I do. Everyone knows
Wenger,
what
Have to look at
Wenger's
why.
team had loads
Wenger
of
was
red
the
cards.
same, yeah.
No one said, look at Wenger.
Odegaard.
I do think
I know who will be
quality.
sacrificed for
got
Ben
point?
White.
If it keeps
Nico needs to
happening.
swap Tommy Asu to the right and Cedric to the left.
Now,
Man.
Tommy is doing well at times, but
Can't believe that. Bertie Mee had a lot of red cards.
Ah, man.
Can't believe that. Jules Graham did.
It's the Arsenal way, isn't it?
Can't believe that. It's an Arsenal trait.
Sometimes red cards at the right time.
Is there ever a right time, man?
Get sent off with 5 minutes left. When you're 3-0 up.
Listen, in a hostile derby like this,
Come on,
the
Arsenal,
last thing you
don't-
want
Look
to
at
do
this
is go
game now.
down
It's
to
just a
10 men
damn
and
one on
shoot.
one. It's like a training ground.
Yeah.
Don't go build on all
You've got tactics.
It's a
I
tough
don't
one.
play, Gabriel.
And this is there have actually been quite a few moments where the defenders have
Jesus
played
Christ.
quite
That's
well.
Come
Go on,
on.
Eddie.
He's
That's it,
better.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on,
You're on
Eddie.
your own, mate.
That's it.
No,
Best of
No
luck,
one
nothing
near
on there.
No one there.
Why isn't anyone else?
They're tired, man. Man down.
They're playing.
They just
been
need
defending.
Yeah, but Smith Rowe's fresh now.
Saka cleared that ball, you know.
Bless him.
You didn't
No
get
worry.
booked.
I think Eddie's done all right.
Yeah.
I'm worried about burnout now. I hope no other players get burned out. You know what I mean?
I'm worried about the psychological damage.
Yeah, I'm more concerned about that. The fitness, I'm not worried
Because
about.
this is what I'm trying to say. We've gone on 3 games. Just imagine we lose this and we lose our next 2
Listen,
games.
let's
innit?
just get through
madness.
damage and limitation. No more goals conceded.
Monday's another day.
We need a good
mate.
My
reaction.
man
We'll
can't
talk
do
about that tomorrow.
it. He's like, forget
I'm
this.
thinking the same thing, bro. Oh, my days.
He's going in.
Come on, let's try
We
and
need a
You
goal
lot got
now.
me today.
I'll give you a
I
million. to
really
one.
thought.
Go for a shot, yeah?
I really thought he was going to surprise me today, Arsenal. I believed.
There you go.
Oh, thank God he fainted it.
Back
there
person.
you go.
Gabriel.
Where were you heading that?
Chest
He's
that
trying to
down.
chest it.
Just give it to him.
That's it.
Bro,
Let's
What
go.
was it?
I'm trying to get a foul there.
Yeah, exactly. You may as well hit this, mate.
No, James.
Why'd you hit it?
You listen.
He was listening to you, James.
This is so poor.
It's just really disappointing, isn't it?
Man, they're really trying to finish it.
They're taking some.
But this is what I'm saying.
They're taking some.
Because they're thinking about the next game now. They're thinking about the next game.
They are boying
But
it.
Son's going to be vexed because he needs one more goal to the...
That ain't Son's number, is it? Is it?
Kane's got 2 goals.
Bergwijn and
Get off.
Listen, 2 good players coming on.
Energy, innit?
Runners.
Yep,
And these are runners.
And they run.
They don't stop running.
Yep.
See, Son's upset. See, he wants to go for that golden boot. Get off the pitch.
Definitely yellow.
Now.
Do you know who's loving this? Sky.
Oh,
This goes for the last game of the season.
I think that's the right thing to do. We might need it for Monday.
The worst thing they wanted was an Arsenal win.
Big
So it's
game
just
Monday,
what
Rob.
Leeds, Burnley, Everton.
Eddie and Ketcher off.
I might have to.
Oh, Eddie's off. Well done,
might
Eddie.
have
That is it.
what are you going to do, Laka?
Come on, Laka.
Show us something.
Give me a thing.
Give me that
Listen, I'm
Yeah,
going to
captain. You know the armband back.
Just sit and watch.
That's what he said.
Watch what I did.
I saw it.
Is that what his body language saying?
Yeah, no, it's not.
What's his body language saying?
Can you imagine?
Love me, dog.
Arsenal still got more players
Are
in the
you like
summer.
a professional?
I don't know.
Do you professionalise in that?
You're not in a great negotiating point of view, are you? There?
Who's the club captain?
Tell me if I'm lying.
Just
Like I said.
we beat them out of our place, they beat them out of
It's
we beat them out.
That's where the
Son's still there. Son's still there.
No, but that's how you want to be, though.
To be angry,
You see when they
being
take
taken
Ronaldo,
off.
he's like, Ronaldo's
I
the
think he's
same.
there saying, how comes Harry Kane stays on the line?
Yeah, he's thinking, what's going on there?
So have you got training in this or it's just experience?
They're playing around us.
James says, I'm switching off, this is too painful. James.
I thought I'd contribute.
Come on, Arsenal, don't let another one in, please.
Oh dear.
Like, we
Fair,
don't
second half
go
been
Bill.
professional
We
performance.
don't go Bill.
Apart from the first minute or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's been.
I think
We have conceded. No, we have conceded.
Considering man down as well, it's been a better performance.
Nah,
You can't win games with 10.
Tommy Yasu. Hold on, mate. See, since Tommy Yasu's
See how
gone
Tommy
there,
Yasu dealt with
nothing.
that at the back post.
Nothing.
Listen,
I think
right
the
now,
last time I
I
felt
don't
like this,
trust
nothing
nothing.
stood up for a date, man.
Difference in quality.
You know, you're waiting for that big note to come.
I mean,
This is just like, what else? What else could happen?
Oh my days. He's touching Sammy.
No, that's his glue.
This is a disaster.
Wow.
Unraveling.
We've had a really
been right
nice
with
job
Tommy
on
Yasu.
us.
What is 10 men?
Tommy Yasu said the back.
Oh, Tavares is coming on.
Come on, Nuno.
So Ben White's not fit.
There'll be Cedric and
No,
Tavares.
but you wouldn't bring Ben White on and risk him, would you? What's the point of 3-0 down?
Tommy's going in.
What is he saying? Is he saying yes?
Wow.
It's
I mean,
it's
could
watching
actually
recover
have been
from
a
the
worse.
No, they couldn't.
A
They
worse
really
way.
couldn't.
See what I've got.
Lose how many players?
This is just unlucky.
Injuries. Martinelli injured now, potentially. Gabriel.
This is not good.
This is not good
It's
at
the
all.
damage into the next game as
What
well.
else
He'll
could
be
go
alright
wrong
for the next
today?
one.
Another red, 2 more goals, God knows, mate.
Harry Kane hat-trick.
He's walking off.
Yeah, he's got come on.
Get him off.
We'll get him off though anyway.
But it's like his hamstring, he would be walking around.
This is long.
Backside.
Yeah.
It's his glute that he was holding.
Save
I
me.
was I thought you said that.
He's basically saying save me
Who's
from
going to
that.
say
Yeah.
Probably Tommy
Do you
Yasu.
know what? Honestly,
Such a big game.
Well, I've got Tommy centre back
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
Him left back, Cedric.
They didn't say, oh, it was a slight.
Look at that, man.
what do you think? What's Mikel
When we
saying?
should,
Can Tavares go on the line?
Precautionary. Precautionary injury.
He says Spurs can score 100 and we will still get Champions League by
So this
matching
is
their
our
points
final
tally in the
change.
next few games. So
What's
no
with all the
excuses.
circles?
Oh, yes, I lost.
I don't know what they understood
It's
it.
still in our hands.
If that Fulham
I
are
don't,
better
I
than
don't
beating us,
like
but
that,
still
Rob.
getting-
It's still in our hands. Listen, you've got to prove it. The best teams.
Yeah, but
When
this
it's
is
in
the
your
moment.
hands,
It was in our hands. Before this game, it was in our hands.
For bottling it when it matters normally.
I think I said
The last
before
four
the stream
games,
that
like,
win, lose or
you
draw,
didn't-
you're
No, but
going
it's
to
not
see
just
where
the
we're
4
at.
games, Rob. I'm talking about the
Where
last
we at?
18, 50 years.
Yeah, I know
Like,
that.
like,
But I'm
it's
saying,
not just
I'm
Champions
saying.
League is not be all and end all for Arsenal Football Club. Let's get that straight. You get me? Like
We need to-
aggression, it helps.
we
No,
need to
we're
get
so
back in.
close. Come on.
Get
No,
back
I'm
into
not
that
saying that.
Champions
I'm
League.
just saying like this. Really, this should be above
Still, the
standards.
opportunity is still there.
If you win the Europa League, you do
We
go.
have to just.
I'm just unhappy about today. That's it.
Of course, we all are, but you
We
know,
come so far,
you've
man.
got back to the
Opportunity.
team and just.
The opportunity is still there. Remember, we all said before the game, even if we lose it, we still got a chance.
So Robbie, we're also
nothing hasn't
capable of
changed.
losing games on the bounce. Like
Well, we know that. We know that, but you know.
But we ain't got time. We ain't got games to make them errors anymore.
Robert, you are right. The only thing I'd say is the psychological damage of getting thrashed.
Yeah, but this is where you know, look at. I know we're not Man City, right? But look at them. They got knocked out of the Champions League and they bounced back with 2 wins. We're nowhere near.
That's different. Hold on, we lost 3 games.
We lost 3 games on the bounce, and then we had to go to Chelsea. We had to go to West Ham, and we.
So we have shown.
We've got it in us.
We've got it in us, man.
Yeah.
At least we can blame it on the sending off.
Yeah.
Blame it on that penalty because that's when the game changed.
I actually do blame it on the sending off, you know. More
No,
than the
it is
penalty,
the
I do.
sending off.
Yeah, of course.
Because honestly,
If I'm Arteta, that's what I'm going to do.
You're
I'm going to
done
blame it on the song and say, look,
It's
you
a
know,
good cross by Xhaka.
Yeah, that was
I'm
good.
trying to defend the player and saying it was harsh, blah, blah, blah. Lovely derby, what do you expect? It's going to be challenges coming together. We all know it's BS, but that's what he's going to say.
No.
It says,
When your header took well done to us. Go again, come on.
No, stay in position.
Go on, yeah, go on.
Go on.
let's get one back.
Get it out wide, get it out wide. Get it.
Please, go on.
Cross now.
Let's get one back.
Sessegnon's
back for
had
them
Saka,
fans,
man, the whole time.
Oh, no one there.
Really good ball.
Who's there?
Great delivery.
Good cross as well.
Not even a
Also says
challenge.
Progressive
Keeper.
fans pay USA $175 a ticket to watch Arsenal v Everton in pre-season in Baltimore. Are you coming, Robbie? You should be there. And Luzzy says, once again, Arsenal fans and Arsenal-related media doing too much talking before the game. Well, let's see who's talking.
They're going to come for us,
We've
man.
still got a couple of... I don't know, listen, they can come for us, yeah, but they're liable to mess things up as well. So let's not forget that. They've got a tough game against Burnley.
At home.
I think we need a favour from Burnley, personally.
We need a favour from Burnley, we do.
We need it.
We do need a favour from Burnley.
I'm not convinced we need to.
Newcastle
Maybe
and
we've used
Everton.
up all our
For the Everton games, for me, that's more.
No, I think they'll be safe by it.
Everton definitely will.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I think it doesn't matter.
You're right there,
We
bro.
got them last game.
Yeah, who are they playing before that?
Oh, I don't know. But I think Leeds and... If Spurs beat Burnley, Everton will be safe.
I think it's Leeds that are going down now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good.
ADS says Cedric and Holding cost us, but that doesn't change the good work they've done this season. Top 4 is still in our hands.
Yeah.
Come on, boys.
I know it seems irrelevant now because of how we're all feeling, but if you told me at the beginning of the season with 2 games to go we'd occupy 4,
Yeah, exactly.
I would have bitten your hand off.
He said that. He said that.
I would have
say
bitten
to
your
make
hand
us
off.
feel better. That's how we do it, Joe.
He said that.
I would have bitten your hand off.
It's just in a derby like this of such substance, you expect more from
I
the
agree,
boys, innit?
I agree.
That's too strong.
But you know what it is?
No, that's a good ball.
No one-
Cross it.
Nobody there.
Whoa!
Unlucky. I said, oh God, this was a game for the guy to step up.
You know what it is?
He's had 2 chances.
It will always come back to the errors we make. That is it. Like I'm quite gracious in defeat. If Tottenham turn up and just batter you because they're on it and they've got the players who can do that, listen, it hurts. It hurts. But at least you don't leave with the frustration. You leave just hurt. You know, didn't happen for us today. Whatever. Another game where we're looking at moments of sheer stupidity, and you're thinking, what could have been? Because we started well.
No.
Nick says
First 20
Arteta
minutes,
out,
better
then
team.
who's in? The guy has got us into the top 4 contention. Gunner's got a great fan culture and he's smart too.
Who's that? Who's he saying?
No, he's saying, you know, he's kind of bigging up Arteta there, saying, you know, he's got us
Well, you know what? You know what it
he's
is,
got us
right?
into top 4
I've
contention.
been critical of Arteta in the past, but I'm going to keep it real, yeah? I don't think you can really blame Arteta on tonight. It's just individuals acting stupidly.
Inviting it.
Namely Holding.
See, I'm the opposite. I've been a big Arteta.
What?
What's the word?
Don't foul. Don't foul. Don't foul.
Play Xhaka.
That's superb by Granit Xhaka.
This
And
guy
he's been
says
the man who's
Newcastle
actually
will be a
kept his
tough game away. They've won 7 of their last.
Shut up, Kane.
They've won 7 of their last 6 games at home. They've won 7 of their last
That's
6
not
games.
possible.
That's an incredible record. Winning 1 more game than you
Seven.
played. My God.
There's a handball by Luke.
Probably Spurs fan.
And Perth Luxury says 414 is already making a new video of Kane and hit.
No, was it Lucas? Definitely.
That's a penalty.
1 minute we are in that 80.
Marshall
Trying to get it.
Ashok says White's not coming on against Tottenham.
They are boys.
I think it's very wise not to bring Ben White on. You know, I mean, 3-0 down. Don't.
Yeah, what's the point?
You know, especially after you've seen Gabriel go.
I bet you any money Gabriel's all right for Monday. Man just said, Joe, you know what?
Who's that? Joe
I'm
Rogan?
not feeling
Might have
this.
felt a little tweak and thought, no point risking it.
Yeah.
Or he just thought.
He felt a
this is
twinge and he
embarrassing.
thought, no.
I want out.
No, I think he felt a twinge and said, no, man.
He didn't feel no twinge.
I know there's 10 minutes ago and I might feel stupid saying this, but if there's one Arsenal player I've been pretty happy with, it's Tommy Asu actually. I think he's the only one that I think hasn't really
done anything wrong.
Lost his battle.
Let his head drop as well.
Lost his battle. I think Martinelli as well.
I think Ramsdale's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Gabriel wasn't bad, was he?
Apart from the penalty, has Cedric done anything wrong?
No, but no, I don't even think across the board we've been bad. But across the board we haven't been bad. But with Tommy Asu, I just feel like he's kind of dealt with stuff. I know maybe he could have done better on that Son goal.
That's my favourite player. Consistent Tommy.
I think Odegaard's been
7 out of 10 every week.
Arteta should have definitely started him right back for me. I think that's the only one mistake
Right
he made.
back, yeah. Or
That's
even
what I
centre
agree. I
back.
think that's the one thing I think
Even centre
Arteta
back.
should have swallowed his pride a little bit there.
He's won all his battles.
Oh. Just be
TGC says
smart
don't be too
about it.
hard on the guys. They're young and they will learn from this. And the ref was not the greatest. I still believe we can get the Champions League. We've got to believe. We've got to believe.
We all believe we can.
We lost the battle.
Do they believe?
I think they ought to. I think they ought to.
They believe
It's if we went away, and won at Chelsea, we went away and won at West Ham.
You've got
to look at it and say we can go away and win at Newcastle.
We had to go to Newcastle the last game of the season about 6 years ago.
Because Shelby
scored, didn't he?
We actually haven't lost at Newcastle for quite a long time.
No, that's not a nice stat to have though. I don't like those stats.
I don't like those
Last
game of the season.
We haven't lost.
Yes.
They haven't scored in how many games?
Listen, we're due a win at Spurs, and they ain't coming.
Ramsdale, what are you doing there, Ramsdale?
Look at this.
Just bigging you up.
Good played Arsenal. It's all about character. They ain't done bad since the third goal.
Before them it's worse.
Come on.
But like I said, the manager's got the out of this ending off, and I'm sure that's what he's going to use.
Come on.
We know what it is, but I don't blame him for using it.
For using who?
I wonder what the odds are on a 3-3 right now.
Million.
Alex says, as a Korean gooner, taking Japanese Tommy off Son was a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Tommy would have been laser focused and disciplined.
100%.
National pride at stake, he says.
100%.
What you said.
100%.
You said that, Premsy. And Cedric and Holding are not top form material.
Yeah, Premsy also said it was right for Holding to.
You won't get more than 3 to 4 good games out of them in a row before the errors come. Expected that from these twos today. It was easy. Jingley says, okay, I'm reaching for positives at least. This cannot fail to get us fired up for the Newcastle game.
No, it's too.
One lacquer.
He's going to get the foul for them at some point.
Good strength one, isn't it?
Surprised I didn't get booked for that.
You try and get a goal, boys.
Oh, these
I'm so glad the TV's muted.
Yeah,
that's a plus.
They're gonna be on to me, boy.
Can you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Stop over the soup and I can run the sauce.
A lot of Arsenal gone on.
So Robbie, that drink's still on, right?
It's not on, mate. I'm keeping it. Oh, Tommy, give it away there. I'm keeping it.
That's all right, I don't mind that.
I'm keeping it back for the last game of the season.
He's so happy. He loves it. He's so happy, man.
We've got what?
Yeah, it's happy.
No, but you know what? Let's not get into that trap of blaming the ref. It's not the ref's
That
fault.
was a booking. He just held him back.
Nothing wrong with that.
Smith Road.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, the ref's not. He knows there's going to be something in man there. Oh, the ref.
He knows doing it.
He's not having the ref.
Listen, this is the positive, yeah. That this season, a lot of times when people have thought we're dead in the water, we've come back, right? So, you know, a lot of people will be looking at it now saying, oh, we're going to go to Newcastle, typical Arsenal, we're going to mess it up. A lot of times when we've had those occasions this season, we've bounced back. When we had the first 3 defeats of the season, then we played Norwich, everyone expected. Then we played them. They were on fire at that time. We beat them at home. We destroyed them at home. And I want Tottenham fans to remember that. What you're doing to us, we did that to you at our place, right?
But you know what?
After we suffered those 3 defeats, you know, we came back and we won 4 on the bounce, beating Chelsea away, West Ham, you know what I mean, beating Man United. So they've got to just back themselves and say, right, we can go to Newcastle and get a win. All we got to do, it's not even a matter of goal difference or nothing like that. It's a matter of winning the last 2 games. If we win the last 2 games, we're in the Champions League and we would have earned it.
You know what,
we would have got more points than it.
So if this ever goes belly up for you, I suggest you try motivational speaking.
So what do you suggest? What would you say then, Tips?
No, you are
so you
right.
think it's out and so that's what I'm saying. It's not dead in the water. It's not finished.
It's just we're just disappointed.
It's very disappointing because to me, I agree with James. It's like a self-inflicted. Today we've self-inflicted them.
But are you not worried about the psychological damage?
No, because I've seen this team this season get worse than this and come back.
Man City.
So, you know.
If I'm going to say something that could sound incredibly stupid, but let me land. Sometimes it can be more heartbreaking when you've been really good, you've performed, and maybe they just beat you 2-1. Do you know what I mean? You've just sometimes there's something about you've lost 3-0. You clearly had a terrible day at the office, and you just go, all right. I'll be honest, I said that after Palace and that didn't go well after. But sometimes there's something about you going, that's clearly not the real us. You know, sometimes that can be what straightens your head out. Guys, I'm clutching at straws here.
It's the back four against Newcastle I'm worried about. Who's our back 4 against Newcastle?
Well, that's another point.
That's what I'm worried about.
The actual injuries and the players we're missing. You know,
and don't forget Newcastle now, I've got Callum Wilson back.
Oh, well, that's right.
Tierney.
But don't you guys think we played well today? I think we played not too bad, considering 10 men.
No.
I think when you're 3-0 down, it's easy to play.
The game's over. I don't think Tottenham.
Game was over.
I think some individuals have stepped up and done okay, but
it's not good enough. I think.
No, we're not putting our heads down. You know what I mean? We're not getting battered.
No, but we have been battered.
Because the damage has been done. The damage has been done. Damage has been done.
LF Gaming says, I don't know why the yellow card is debated. A standalone tackle is not a card, but the first one a result of a collective, the second one is just stupid.
Yeah. No one here's defending Holding, saying that it wasn't a red.
No foul, please. Oh.
Been looking forward to this for ages.
I'll be honest, I haven't. Yeah, I've been worried about this game. That is why I was so happy when we beat Leeds.
Blue Nose says should have played Tavares and kept Tommy on the right.
No, we shouldn't.
It's easy to say that
No,
now.
we shouldn't.
Wise after. Tommy made that. If Tavares made that mistake, everyone would be coming for it.
Yeah, no.
Come on. It is what it is.
They're going to keep it in the corner.
They've been the better team tonight. We've blown it today. We have to how do we bounce back? That's what it's about now. How do we come back from this?
Again,
2 games to go.
Oh, he tried to do him from that there.
I don't think he did. I think he overkicked it.
That's a
2 games to go.
No, I think it's a mistake.
By the way, guys, if you 1 second, guys, there's a number on the screen. We want to hear from you guys. What have you made of the performance tonight? Can Arsenal bounce back? What can we do? There's a number on the screen. Send us in your videos. No longer than 30 seconds long. All right. So send those videos in, or send us a message. Of what you made of the performance. The full-time show is coming up afterwards with James, and a load of these guys are going to be on the show as well. We want to hear from you guys. We want to get your opinions on what you've made of it tonight. It ain't over yet. Xhaka's just got a yellow
Is he
card.
like booked the whole team now? Not yet.
This referee.
I'm telling you, man, he's killed the game.
Who can guess who hasn't
fair,
ever
he's got a
booked? Can we
rip
remember
shirt.
who ain't been booked?
He is booked nearly every
It's
Arsenal
pretty
player.
much
He gets
about
one more
6,
booking. He
7
misses a
times.
game.
Probably said something dissonant.
Xhaka's got a yellow
But
Henry
this
says,
is
what
what
did
I'm
I
saying
say?
about
Tierney
Arsenal.
going
but
to
the
give
Russian
at least
booking,
one penalty for Spurs. He wanted to send off Holding. Yellow card he got was a joke.
I'm telling you, man. I get it in
2
terms
minutes
of
of extra
self-inflicted,
time,
but
or
it's
injury
rough,
time,
man.
should I say?
Or
Added on time. Added on time, sorry. It's the right word
Sanchez
to
with
use.
another header.
Is that for all the bookings?
Didn't even get a goal.
We look battered and bruised.
You reckon we play 40?
The thing is, man,
I get what you're saying. I get
there are
what
just
you're
too many
saying.
games
We
this season.
regrouped.
2 mistakes.
We regrouped. I do get what you're saying, but ultimately,
Another yellow card.
Tavares booking next.
There are just
my
there
God.
are
Has he
just
not
far
been
too many
booked?
games this year where I've looked at us
Why
and
did
said
he
we
do
would make
That's
it
a yellow
far and
card.
done.
Yeah,
That's a
definitely a
That's a
yellow
yellow card.
That's inconsistent now, isn't it, by the referee?
No, but why did Nuno do that?
He wants to join the club.
I'll be interested to see if Arteta
What's he
shows
trying to show?
40 seconds left, he feels sorry for us.
you know you might don't get on. Don't they?
Just kind of epitomises what's been.
Come on, babe.
When it counted, didn't step
Nah,
up.
Nah, see, I think that's
Says it's
harsh.
Ramadan.
It counted at the bridge. It counted against West Ham. Arsenal have stepped up when it's counted.
Yeah, but this is the game, though, James. This is what I'm
This would have
saying.
been a nice
This is
step
the one,
up.
bro.
And
Icing on the cake.
individuals more than anything.
Doesn't matter. We'll go again.
Get up, Kane.
Individuals more than anything have cost this.
That's it.
Oh,
What
you
now?
Beat Everton.
Ref, just
Are you
put
telling me he's the best? He's better than
Wow.
the ref had a good performance, yeah? Come on, man.
Mine as well.
I don't understand your argument. You're saying refs had a bad game. What has he got wrong?
He's
inconsistent.
the way he started the game off.
Okay, tell me how
The way he
how
started
did
the
he
game
start?
off in terms of
Michael
giving
England
away.
says if we don't get top four, I don't
the
know
penalty.
when we will get back with all the other teams strengthened next season, like United.
The
Will be
worst
something.
We said exactly the same thing
We
last year.
said the same thing last year.
Exactly.
Using the ref as a scapegoat.
There we go.
I'm not saying that we
That's
didn't
it, the
play
game's
right. I'm not
over.
saying that we didn't
Tottenham
make
have
mistakes.
beaten
But what
Arsenal
I'm
by
saying
3
is,
goals.
as a ref,
One second,
Sorry,
please.
sir.
Tottenham have beaten
No love
Arsenal
lost there,
by
mate.
3 goals to 0. And
Don't shake his hand.
as the table stands now, that means that Tottenham will be 1 point behind Arsenal, both on the same amount of points. Sorry, both on the same amount of games played. 2 games to go. This is what it boils down to now. 2 games to go. If Arsenal win the last 2 games against Newcastle away and Everton at home, they're in the Champions League, regardless of what Spurs do. Spurs' last 2 games, Norwich away is their last game, Burnley at home on Saturday at 12 o'clock. So basically, they have to win their last 2 games as well, probably, you know, well, unless we throw it away. Chris, it's a very disappointing result. It could have been worse than 3-0 with 10 men down. We've really, you know, we gave ourselves an absolute We started the game so well, then the sending off changes everything, doesn't it? I mean,
Total discipline, Rob. You know, I can't defend him much as I want to, but I still argue that it's not a penalty. Sorry.
It was a soft one, wasn't
it? Yeah. And then in the end, it's all we got to start thinking about Newcastle.
Yeah.
That's now massive. But on the other hand, Tottenham could do a little Spursy on Sunday. You never know.
Yep. Saturday they're playing. Saturday, Laurie. Burnley at home. Burnley fighting for their lives.
I can't see Spurs slipping up.
No, it's Saturday, 12 o'clock. Sunday, 12 o'clock. Sunday, 12 o'clock.
Is it at Burnley?
Yeah.
At Tottenham.
Is that Tottenham?
Burnley at home.
Yeah, but don't.
I can't see them slipping.
They ain't slipping up now.
No,
they've got
He wanted to
momentum
leave
now.
you, look.
I couldn't see them slipping up against Brighton. I couldn't see them slipping up against Brentford.
Yeah.
I think
Never take anything for
we need to
granted.
be focused on what we have to
But
do.
Brighton and Brentford are good teams.
And whilst I do agree, Robbie, with what you said about the bounce back and all that, there's a part of me that tells me that the players are going to be absolutely crestfallen tonight. Because it wasn't just the fact that we lost. Let's face it, man, 3-0, it could have been more than that. This was, make no mistake, we got battered tonight. And I'm worried about that Newcastle game. I'm not going to lie, I am. I'm worried about it.
My big concern, Robbie, is that the players adopt what you're saying and start sulking about this game and thinking we got done over.
I'm not
So I'm not saying you're sulking, but I'm just saying the players don't take the attitude of we got done over there. You got beat by the better team. You made dumb decisions.
I'm not saying. I'm
saying the players. I'm saying the players.
As far as I'm concerned, there's players. In particular, I feel Rob Holding tonight, and I don't want to cook because he's actually been good in the last few games. But a red card has let the team down today because once you go down to 10 men, even if you're City, your chances of winning the game is very low. You might get a draw, but winning it goes out the window. You've got to change tactics. All of a sudden, you can't do all the things you wanted to do. And the sending off was dumb. He didn't need to do that. You're on the yellow. Use your head, your experience. So
it was dumb, but I just think it could have all been avoided from the start. Don't put Holding in that position where he's one-on-one.
No, but he's an experienced. Hold on, he's an experienced player.
100%.
He plays football week in, week
100%.
out. Right? It's dumb. You know you're up against Son. You know he dives.
And he fouled him 3 times before that.
Before that. Before he got the card, he got a warning from the ref. Stop holding.
But what I'm saying is you shouldn't have put Holding in that situation.
Xhaka's on 10. 10
on
cards.
10, he just got booked.
No, I thought you...
Nine. It was 9.
They're saying 10.
No, it's 9.
It said 9.
It's a 9.
Yeah, but you've gone past the
I
dice
saw
when
nine.
Sky would have said the service.
That's what Brennan just said.
Really?
9 years
I saw 9,
Yeah, Robbie, all I'm saying is that Arteta knew. Obviously, he put faith in Holding to choose Holding and go one-on-one against Son. But for me, I'm looking at Son. Son is quick. Holding is not the quickest. Every time Son received the ball, how far away was Holding? I could read it. I could see it coming beforehand. I would have put Tommy Yasu on him. I'm telling you, Tommy Yasu would have had him.
I think Quamps has a point.
He's setting him up to fail. He set him up to fail. But I'm not discrediting that Holding made a mistake. Of course, it was a red card.
If Tommy Yasu was at right back, I guarantee you for a fact, Son, he would not have given Son no breathing space because, like I said, he's got that.
And he would have done it in the right way as well.
Just looking past the football, just the Asian connection battle. I'm not saying that's just everything, but
he would have played Tavares at left back, and then we'd have been weak on the left there.
No, I would have played Cedric on the left.
Cedric left.
I would have played Tavares. He played that for
But let's keep it real.
I'm at the game AFTV team. This is so long. So Arsenal and I want to go home worried about what this will do to our weak mentality. Well, I don't think the mentality's been weak. Primsy, Newcastle now. All focus on Newcastle.
Must-win game. These last 2 games we have to win, regardless now, and that's just because of how it is. And you know what? I still do believe that the players can go and win. It's not like I've given up hope on them because we have seen an improvement over the period of time. But it's just obviously emotions get involved. North London derby, biggest game of the season for us for a long time. 18 years of significance this derby is. We want to see everything. We're fans. We're invested into football. We're addicted to the game. This is what makes it such a great game. But then when the players do let you down, like Holding, for me, I can understand why he did it. I'm not saying it's right, and I think he shouldn't have. I can understand why because he let Son get to him. He let Son more or less control that whole situation, and he lost his full head. And at the end of the day, he let the players down. He let the manager down. I think the manager should have started with Tommy Yasu right back to nullify Son. I said that before the game anyway, and push Cedric over to the left. But what can we do now? We just got to go to that Newcastle game, give it our all, and just try to get them 3 points.
Charlie, you've seen top 4 drifting away?
We've obviously put a lot more pressure on ourselves to get it. I don't see it drifting because Newcastle, they're safe. Everton, I reckon, will be a bit of a battle, depending on whatever fixtures they've got until they see us. But it's still on the cards. We can still get it. It's just about our mindset now. How we're gonna, bounce back from this.
Drifting away, Shirley?
Nah. I reckon the players are going to feel like they're the fans won for the next game, and I think that's going to be the message that comes out of the dressing room tonight when we watch the interviews afterwards. We'll get apologies and we're going to put this right in Newcastle, and hopefully that's what happens. And to be honest, when does Arsenal Football Club ever make it easy for themselves?
Ain't going to be easy, Sean.
I think it's in our hands. I think we can go to Newcastle, get the job done. 2 games to go. win both of them, and we've got top 4. So I reckon we can do it, man.
Prize is there, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Prize is there?
Yeah, it is.
The prize is there.
Yeah,
Win 2 games, top 4.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Win 1 game.
Talk to your dad. Come on, the prize is there.
No, it is, Rob. We just got to, I think we can do it. I'm not giving up.
All right.
So that there.
All right. In our hands, James.
Yeah, it is.
He does.
Devastated as well. I know he paid.
Where's Ty when you need him? Where's Ty?
Well, you say that, but I'm one of the few that was kind of prepared for something like this. I wasn't as confident as everyone else going into this.
But not that.
I know what. No, not that. But I kind of. You know what Spurs can do on their day. Shake it off. It is in our hands. That is the kind of the one thing that might burst Spurs' bubble a little bit. They've had the perfect night. We collapse, they score 3, they batter us, they're still blasting the table. So that is that little thing that we've got to take into the final 2 games. And they played before us, and I think that's not a bad thing, because we'll know what they'll have done. So just that's what Arsenal got a chance. I'm glad we've got that extra day off. Just take the weekend, go again at Newcastle. I know Newcastle are a good side. But I do think
Gabriel's fit for that game, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but
I'm worried about that.
But you know, if Arsenal do what they've been doing for most of this season, they will win the next 2 games.
Okay, only fact said you could tell Arsenal we're going to bottle this. Last game when they beat 10-man Leeds 2-1. Rob Holding's last game for Arsenal. See ya. Being a bit harsh there. Listen, what we're going to do, we're going to go to the full-time show. So save all of your comments and your super chats there for that. Chance for you guys to speak to James, and all of us are going to be jumping on that to get your opinions on how it went. It's not gone well tonight. We've lost it by 3-0, but the top 4 is not dead yet. We've still got 2 games to redeem ourselves. So there's still a chance. There's still a chance for Arsenal, but can they take it? That's what we'd like to find out from you. I think that's the message. Can we still get into the top 4? The numbers on the screen. Send us in your videos about what you thought about tonight's performance. And also give us your comments full time coming up in about 10-15 minutes time. Want to hear from as many as you as possible wherever you are in the UK and across the world. Thanks for watching the stream. Don't forget to subscribe here to AFTV, like this video, but it hasn't worked out tonight. We've lost 3-0 in the North London derby, but it's how we bounce back.